Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. What is this, Tuesday? It's a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. How's everyone doing? The Recipe for Life. That's the free ebook I offer, and the link to in my bio reminds you of those 4 simple steps to manifesting. I know we want to make manifesting hard. I'm here to remind you of the simplicity of manifesting. Oh, hey, Lisa. Oh. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know we want to make manifesting difficult. We want to add all these extra steps. We want to do this and that, that and this. And the only condition placed upon you is step number 3. That's the only condition. Good morning, May. That's the only condition placed upon you. Believe. You got to have faith. Know. Number 4 is very important as well. Learning to be still and just know. Hey, Kelly, Janae. Oh, nice. All right. Thank you. That's why we got to spread this truth. We got to remind people how easy it is. How easy it is. Oh, I read the success story that Phenomenal Divine was telling us about last night. Oh my goodness. We wait for more people to come in, share the live, like the live, like, so we can share this live, so we can get more people in. More people need to know this truth. More people need to know this truth, this simplicity. Oh my God, y'all might want to get y'all tissue. Y'all might want to grab y'all some tissue, because, man, I'm telling you, this young man, Caleb. Oh my goodness. You talking about a world changer. This young man is a world changer. Wait till I read this text that his coach sent me that had his sister bawling out in her car. I mean, oh my goodness. Oh, yes. All right, Lisa, please do send them, because I share them with everyone, if you don't mind. If you don't mind me sharing them, are they too personal to share, or do you mind me sharing them? Hello, Eli. Greetings. Share the live, like the live, guys. Let's push this live out. We need to have more people in here knowing this truth, knowing the simplicity. Nice. Okay. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. The simplicity of this truth. And once you believe, that's the only requirement. That's the only condition placed upon us, is to believe. Yes, we are, Eli. And I was saying yesterday, Eli, I'm thinking about going on twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. Because little brother Caleb, little nephew, he has sparked an extra spark in me. He had a little extra fire. He's little, a little extra fire. I have a success story I'm going to share with everyone regarding, what his sister was telling us last night that had her in tears, because it was so emotional. And really it's because the response of the coach. He voice recorded thank you. He could barely get it out from crying. He could barely get out to say thank you in the message, because he was so filled with emotions. Hey, 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 oh. Oh, nice, 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 nice. Big emotions, Eli. Big emotions. Oh my goodness. And what's so spectacular about how he's sharing this truth about the 4 steps, how he's just telling it's only 4 steps, just 4 steps, and just go to bed knowing that you have your desire. And how you'll see when I read this, how he redirects you when you start telling that old story. And it's not that he doesn't allow you to, but now he's putting you in the new state. He's reminding you no longer identify in that old state. We're no longer claiming that. That's why I have on here, stop looking back. You'll be a Lot's wife. Are we familiar with that story? Lot's wife. When you allow yourself to keep talking about the old story, keep looking back, what was that parable, that allegory telling us in that story about Lot's wife, right? Right? They were commanded to not look back, right? You're going into a new state. You're going into a new land of opportunity. Plenty of blessings in this new state. But what can you not do going into this new state? What was the commandment given to them that they absolutely could not do? And we know that Lot represents as a personification of you, of your mind. Lot's wife is a personification of you as well, the old state. Hey, hey, Shalanda. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. So whenever I feel myself slip, even just a little, I think of you both. Oh, Lisa. That's beautiful. It's just so amazing that the people I have gotten to meet, the beautiful souls I have gotten to meet I've touched you all's lives, and you all have touched my life in such amazing ways. And we're just reminding one another of what's possible. And that there is no respect of person. It has nothing to do with a religious affiliation, a non-religious affiliation. It does not matter where you started in life, where you are in life. The only condition placed upon you is to believe that you already have it. That's your only condition. Your condition isn't to go get 20,000 degrees. Go get them if that's your desire, right? It doesn't matter the amount of degrees you have. I don't have any. I have no degrees. I know many of you heard me tell the story. I went to college several times. My last attempt at college was to be an RN, a registered nurse. I actually got in the nursing program, right? I'm a pretty smart cookie. That just wasn't my path. My last attempt, and when we started clinicals, I was like, no, this ain't for me. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. But I salute those who have the many degrees that they have. I'm just saying that to say, don't let where you are now stop you from where you're going. Because it's nothing, because we have to remember, it's not about the accomplishments. It's not about the accumulation of anything. It's about your belief in yourself. That's all that's required. And if your belief in yourself says education, academic institutions is my path, go all in and embody that, right? But if you recognize that's not your path, don't make anything a chore. Don't make anything a must or a have to. Do things because you completely desire to do them and for no other reason. There is no should in life, regardless of what people say. Because you know those people that have transformed our societies don't all have degrees. They didn't let a degree or the not acquiring one be a limitation, right? Because you can see where both work. You can see people excelled with degrees and those excelled without them. And those who didn't excel with degrees and those who didn't excel without it. Because it has nothing to do with what you do or don't have. It's about what you believe about you. And that's really it. And that's the secret sauce we've always been missing, to believe in ourselves. We've been told to trust everybody else but ourselves. We were told, you're not good enough. How dare you believe in you? You better try Jesus. You better believe in a God apart from you. You better go listen to your pastor. You better listen to your teacher. You better listen to your president. You better listen to your parents. But don't you ever listen to yourself. Don't you ever trust you. I can trust everybody outside of me. I just can't trust me. Okay. And that's the hurdle we've all been wanting to break or get over, is the belief in ourselves. Too many of us don't believe in ourselves. Too many. But this story right here, this story gonna spark you to start believing in yourself, because you got a mighty work to do, whatever it is. Whether it's for you to be a kept wife, or whether it's for you to go across the globe and share this truth. Whatever it is, or you're a kept husband, or whatever it is. Because there's no big or small, there's no great. No one's greater than anyone and no one's lesser than anyone. I don't care what you decide to do. But whatever you decide to do it full force. Go full in. Be full on. Lean all the way into it. You don't have to justify it. You don't have to make excuses for it. Just do you, whatever that is. Nothing too big, nothing too small. There are no limitations. Hello, 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 everyone. Grand Rising. Hello, hello, all love. Hello, hello, Amy. Welcome. Hello, Janine. Hello, Lady D. Yes, yes. Yes. Ooh. Yes, yes, Zay. Yes. So I have an awesome success story from little brother, from using the 4 steps. Continue to share this live, like, so we can get as many people to hear this success story, because it is awesome. You may want to get you some tissue for you that can get emotional. But I'm going to read the success story now. Please continue to like and continue to share, so we can spread this truth, so more people can start to believe in themselves and not condemn themselves for any wrongs they've done previously. It's not about what you did previously, it's what you believe now. It's only what you believe now that counts. Because what we need to understand, what's the spirit of Caleb sharing these truths. He's not condemning or judging anyone. He's helping people realize all you got to do is believe. That's it. He's giving you the 4 steps. That's it. And telling you to believe in yourself. So I'm going to get to it. This was sent to me via text from his coach. He said, to the football team I'm coaching, I want to share a story about faith, hope, and a little something magical. My name is Derek, and I've been married to my incredible wife, Shonda, for 12 beautiful years. We're in our mid-30s now. And for the past 7 years, we've been on a journey to bring our first child into the world. It's been a long road of heartache, prayers, and determination. Shonda has faced infertility challenges. And though we've tried every medical option, nothing seemed to work. But through it all, our faith in God has remained strong. One day, our lives changed in the most unexpected way. A young man named Caleb joined the football team. It was rare, almost unheard of, for someone new to walk onto the team. The boys on this team had grown up together, their positions practically set in stone. Yet Caleb walked in with quiet confidence and declared, "I'm going to be the starting quarterback." I raised an eyebrow and asked, "How do you know that?" He grinned and said, "I have Miss Toyia's magic." Miss Toyia's magic? I joked. "You can teach my wife and me, right?" "Of course," Caleb said. "Anybody can learn Miss Toyia's magic. It's just 4 steps." Curious, I told my wife about Caleb that evening. Shonda had been crying all day because she thought our last IVF attempt had failed. She'd seen blood on the tissue, and it broke her heart. I said to her, "Hey, there's this kid on the team. He's from Chicago. He knows something called Miss Toyia's magic. Maybe we should give it a try, or give it a shot." Reluctantly, Shonda agreed. After practice, I asked Caleb if he'd share Miss Toyia's magic with us. With the wisdom of someone far beyond his years, Caleb nodded. "It's simple, Coach," he said. 4 steps. He grabbed a piece of paper and wrote them down. Number 1, decide. Number 2, pray, give thanks. Number 3, have faith, believe. Number 4, do nothing, just know. Then Caleb looked us both in the eyes, and said something that made my heart skip a beat. "You guys are already pregnant. The IVF worked." Let me say that again. "You guys are already pregnant. The IVF worked." Shonda stared at him, her voice trembling. "You're telling me these 4 little steps are going to work? After everything I've been through? After all the doctors, the teas, the second mortgage on our house, and now you're saying I just need to believe?" "Yes, ma'am," Caleb said with a calm certainty. "You have to believe you're pregnant. That's all." Shonda's frustration bubbled over. She listed every failure, every disappointment, every time her heart had broken. Caleb listened patiently, then said softly, "If you want to be the baby, ma'am, you can decide that too. But you're having a baby. Congratulations. Go to sleep knowing you're pregnant." Shonda was stunned. "Excuse me? Did you just call me a baby?" "No, ma'am," Caleb said with a grin. "But you're deciding to be scared instead of deciding to believe. Just decide, and it's yours." She huffed, muttered about disrespectful kids, and shot me a glare. But on the drive home, I said, "Why don't we just try it? Let's do what Caleb said. Just believe." That night, we laughed about Caleb's boldness. But as we cleaned up the master bathroom where we'd recently painted, something caught our attention. The tissue Shonda had been so worried about, it wasn't blood, it was paint. Red paint from our renovations had splattered onto the tissue. Shonda's eyes filled with tears. "Oh my God," she whispered. "Maybe Caleb's right." 4 days later, we were at the drugstore. The cashier looked at Shonda and asked, "How far along are you?" We froze. Shonda is petite, so there was no reason for the woman to assume anything. It felt like a sign. Right then and there, we bought a pregnancy test. And guess what? We're pregnant. Shonda and I cried together that night, overwhelmed with gratitude for Caleb and Miss Toyia's magic. It was the faith, the belief, the decision to trust in ourselves. To my team, I shared this story because life will throw challenges at you. But sometimes all it takes is a little belief in yourself to see the impossible become possible. Never stop believing in yourself. Never stop believing in yourself. He said when he saw I remember Caleb telling me about the story, but he didn't go into great depth about it. He was just telling me that he helped someone, with their pregnancy woes. And he said when the wife saw him, she hugged him so tight, like. And then last night, while the coach is texting me what took place and sharing it with Caleb's sister, and as he finished texting, he sends me a voice note, and he could barely say thank you from the emotional overwhelming, the joy he felt from all this time, all this planning, all of this money, all of these, and it is mind-boggling. It is like all I had to do was believe. Just believe. Thank you, Layla. Thank you. And so that's what we want to remind ourselves. It only takes faith. It only takes faith. Faith and trusting yourself. Once you do the steps and you go to sleep in the state knowing that it's done, that's all you're required to do. To go to sleep in the state knowing that is done. It is so simple. It is. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Their minds were like, because they had tried everything, right? They had tried everything. And then they were discouraged that this time may not work for them. And all they had to, as they say, God, source, the universe, brought everything in place. You think they could have thought how to bring this young man into their life to share this? No. They couldn't have devised this if they had thought about it 10,000 times. There's no way they could have devised this interaction that took place. That's why you're told so often, so many times, over and over and over again, stop trying to think about the how. Things just have a way of coming together once you believe it, once you accept it. Things just have a way of coming together. You're only told To believe it's already done. You're not told to figure out the how. You're never told to do anything. It's decide. The prayer is thanks, acknowledgement that you already have it. Belief, you must believe it. You must persist. You must persevere in this belief. You must trust it. And then after that, you don't do anything. You go to sleep knowing that it's done. Hello, hello, hello. It has nothing to do if you're a terrible person or not. Oh, that absolutely has nothing to do with it. No one's a terrible person. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. The thing you just need to ask yourself is, what do you want? And claim it. That's it. That is it. That's it. That's all. You got to deconstruct from that. I don't know if you grew up in church, if you came from church, but you got to loosen and let that mentality go. That mentality is detrimental. It's harming you and keeping you from experiencing your good. Because this is not about worthiness. This is not about being good enough. This is not about being deserving it. The only condition is, do you believe that you have it? And tell the story that you have it. Stop coming up with all these excuses why it can't happen. Welcome, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's the part that's the part you can't be in agreement with, Eli. You cannot say it's too easy to believe. You say it's too easy to believe? When you're saying it's too easy to believe, that means it's easy for you to believe. Is that what you're saying? That it's easy for you to believe? That's what you're saying? It's easy for you to believe? Thank you. Thank you, Nita. Thank you. Thank you. They are. Here's the thing, Eli. This is I want you to get from that story. Just decide to believe it. Just decide to believe it. That's it. Just decide to believe it. It happens all the time, Chosen. Those who we claim to be, quote unquote, child, what you said, they have children all the time. Are you kidding me? Is that really a real question? Or that's a question of trying to be contrarian, because I believe you know the answer to that. That's why it has nothing to do about being a good person, whether you can have a thing or not. That statement right there by Chosen lets you know that it has nothing to do with being a good person. It has to do with belief. Yes, everything that happens in this world is because someone thought about it before they ever did it. Exactly. Hey, EJ. Hey, Rain. Welcome. Nope. Your 3D hasn't been showing lack. You've been creating it, EJ. You only see what's in here. This is what we have to learn to do, EJ. Why are we talking about lack? Why are we talking about something that doesn't exist? Why are we talking about something that doesn't exist? If you're an abundant person, why would I ever talk about lack? Morning, Michelle. It's definitely okay. You don't need my permission. Do what we have to understand. This is what believing in ourselves means, right? Whatever we choose to do, we're going to choose it confidently. Exactly. I never said it doesn't exist. Exactly. If you're manifesting, why would you say it doesn't exist? Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you, Chosen. Why would you say it doesn't exist if you're manifesting? You don't manifest something that does not exist. It's impossible to manifest something that does not exist. Hello, Alicia. That's only because you're judging your actions. You're judging your actions. Oh, what I tell you yesterday, you got to put the judgment, get rid of the judgment. And you're not doing anything but hurting yourself. You're not hurting another person. Your actions and what you're clearly showing is that your choices do not benefit you. So why do we keep choosing them? Choose differently. And here's the thing. We so got our focus on other people, we forget about ourselves. This is about loving you. See, when you love you, you're not going to hurt no one else. Why? Because you wouldn't hurt you. Because you don't love you, you don't know how to love another person. That's why self-concept is key. Let's love. And let's stop making excuses. It's like you want people to be different, but you don't want to be different. You want everything around you to change, but you want to remain the same with that same slothful mentality. That lazy thinking. Every day you making a choice. Every day. You're choosing to be afraid or you're choosing to believe. It ain't about it being okay. It's about, does it happen? That's the question. It's never about, is it okay? It happens because people believe in it. And that's the only reason it'll ever happen. Somebody thought it into being. The only way you're looking weird or insane because you're saying that, you're creating that. Again, you got to work on yourself. Oh, you got to build up self-confidence. And you got to stop asking others for permission to be great, to be confident, to be self-assured. You got to stop asking other people for permission to live the life that you want. It does not matter what I think. What I think should matter zero. Is what do you want? And see yourself with it. That's it. Hey. Absolutely. You can manifest anything. Well, I don't teach Christianity over here, user 887. But Lot's wife, that's in Genesis. The book of Genesis. Oh, I don't know what chapter is found. You'll have to Google it and Google Lot and his wife, and they'll lead you exactly to the story. But the significance of that story is that they were told by God, who represents your higher self. Remember, the Bible is allegory. It's all parable. God is your higher self. Lot, you're also, Lot is the personification of the mind. In this parable, you're God, you're Lot, and you're the wife in this story. And so it's just like right now, you have an idea, right? You're wanting to go into a new state of being. In this parable, Lot is told to go into another state, to leave their current home and go into another state. And they're commanded by God, Lot and his wife, do not look back while you're while you're on your journey to your new state. Well, Lot's wife disobeyed, for the lack of a better word. She couldn't help herself. She looked back. She looked back at all the stuff that she was letting go. She looked back at the past. She looked back at what was being left behind. And guess what she turned into? What did Lot's wife turn into? A pillar of salt. Do people actually turn into pillars of salt that look back? Do you actually think somebody became a statue of salt because they look back? We know that's an allegory, right? We know that represents the mind that cannot let go of the past. So when you have a mind that can't let go of the past, you get stuck there. You get preserved in that past. And that's what a lot of you are doing. You all are saying you want things. You want abundant life. You want the SP. You want to be married. You want a healthy body. You want a fit body. But you keep talking about the past. You keep talking about how difficult it is. You keep talking. You give all these mountain of excuses as to why you can't have it. And so what ends up happening? You never experience the desire because you keep looking back, talking about, well, I can't because with any plethora of reasons why you can't go forward because you keep talking about what was. You keep carrying the old story. So that's why you can't realize your desire, because you don't see yourself as already being the person. See, it's 4 steps. 4 steps. And we keep trying to make a number 5, a number 6, a number 7. Exactly, Lisa, right. Hey, Pastor Jesse. When all you had to do was persist. All you had to do was be still and know. You go to sleep knowing. That's what I loved about this success story with Caleb, right? He told them, congratulations. You're having a baby. Congratulations. And the wife was like, wait a minute. She gave all the reasons why that wasn't an impossible thing. That all the disappointment, all the hurt, all the money they spent, all the teas she drank, the second mortgage on the home. And this young man is telling her, you're deciding to be scared when you can decide to believe. Go to bed knowing you're pregnant. And they find out 4 days later, they're pregnant. Because it's a choice. Caleb reminds us we make this complicated. We make this hard. We're looking for permission to have the thing we want when you are the permission slip. You don't need anyone else's permission to have your desire. Just give it to yourself. Go to sleep in the state of the wish fulfilled. Go to sleep knowing that you have whatever it is you're asking. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You want to blow up on social media. You want a brand new car. You want a brand new home. You want extra money in the bank. You want to start your own business. You want to, I don't care. You want to write a book. You want to sell, you know, whatever. You're starting a coaching business. I don't care what it is. But what you need to do, and the only thing that moves the mountain is all your excuses you give as to why you can't have it. You know what moves the mountain? I'm not a pastor telling you to climb no mountain. I'm not giving you no church town telling you don't move up on the mountain. God, give me the strength to climb the mountain. No, the Bible says your faith moves the mountain. It's your faith that moves it. You ain't got to climb nothing. You just got to have faith. Go to sleep knowing you have it. That's it. We're not trying to figure it out. We're not trying to work it out. We're not talking about when. We're not talking about how. We're going to sleep knowing it's done. Absolutely, Chosen. Absolutely. Oh, well, April, you know it'll be. I'll post it on the on YouTube. I may share it again before I close the live, April, for those of you who want to hear the story again. Before, you know, if you're still here when I close out the live. Hello, hey, good morning, good morning. Yes. The magic is your belief. That's the magic. Your belief in yourself. Hey, Joy, hey. I am Star Quality. It is Prosperous Living with Toyia. That's the name on YouTube. The link is in my bio. You can click on the link right there. You can subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are the magic. That's the magic. You're the magic. The magic of believing in oneself. That's the magic. That's the secret. You want to know the secret? You want to know the magic sauce? You're it. Tag, you're it. Too many of us want to pass the buck, though. We want to come up with all these excuses outside of ourselves as to why we can't have what we want. But the only reason you don't get what you want is because you won't give it to yourself. Give it to yourself. Taking the training wheels off, guys. Taking the training wheels off. It's time to just decide to have it. That's it. No more excuses. No more complaining. No more, well, what happened was, I don't care. What do you want? Oh, okay, okay. What's your channel? I am Star Quality. Say, no, we never even needed those wheels. You're right, Lisa. You're right. You're right. I'm telling you, that's something that I've learned from that young man, Mr. Caleb. He is not. He bold with it. I like how the coach said, his boldness. We have to be bold. Be bold, be bold, be bold, be bold, be bold. And he's bold. He's frank. He's bold. He don't mince words. Say, I was watching your video last night about the ingredients of manifesting. Oh, thank you, hey, thank you. Yes, that's in my book. I know I haven't seen you in a couple of days. Hey, I met this awesome young man through one of our community members. He's 16, our community member, Phenomenal Divine. This is her younger brother. He's been sharing my books, and he's been sharing the 4 steps with everyone he knows. I just shared earlier one of his many success stories. He discovered my book in December. He's been helping people manifest. He's helped over 30 people manifest their desires by talking to them through DM on TikTok, through his sister's TikTok page. She was like, one night he was up to 6 o'clock in the morning. He makes it cute. He tells everyone it's Miss Toyia's magic. That's what he calls it. But of course, that's just his segue into telling people about the 4 steps to manifestation. And he tells people, he said, Miss Toyia doesn't charge, so I'm not going to take any money. The only requirement is when you manifest, you go tell 8 people about Miss Toyia's magic. I don't know if you all are on my Facebook group. I posted it on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook page, as well as in the Facebook group that's called Prosperous Living with Toyia. You can read those 4 success stories that she sent me. She's going to send me more so I could share the other stories. And then this was a different one that I shared today, because this particular this was his coach that was having difficulty with getting pregnant. And when they met Caleb, they finally had the courage to have faith in themselves and manifest they're having a baby. It's so beautiful. It's so like, and I'm like, our consciousness knows exactly what we need when we pray for certain things, right? That's why I don't know if you all heard me say this, but I say this all the time. When you ask, it is always given. I know y'all heard me say that. That's what scripture says, right? Ask and it shall be given. And I mean that literally. When you ask, the spirit, the guide, the God within, when you communicate with your higher self, it always gives you the answer. It always leads you in the direction you should go. It always brings you to those people that are meant to be a part of your experience, that helps you get to the next level, that helps you realize your desire. That's why this community is so beautiful. It's so amazing. The people you get to come in contact with. He is like setting his world on fire. He has manifested so many amazing things in this small amount of time. Right? She said she downloaded my books late December. She was looking to get custody of him and his 3 other siblings. So their older sister, who was phenomenal divine, was seeking custody of her 4 younger siblings when she came into my lives and she downloaded my book, and she was told she was given 2 weeks to find a place that was big enough to house them. She far exceeded that 2 weeks. She still got custody. She still got the house. That story, I have that on Facebook. I have that on TikTok. I have that on YouTube. You can go take a listen to those, because I tell the stories over and over again. But, that's a beautiful, because she manifested getting the children. She manifested getting the home loan, not having any money in the bank, only having $100 in the bank. She manifested her getting money that she had loaned to a friend 5 years ago, thought the money was gone. She had given up on ever receiving it back. She manifested that back. And she manifested moving into the home with 0 down payment. And her brother was the catalyst in that, because he was the one that persisted in the belief, even when she was wavering a little bit, even when she was, nervous and scared, and was willing to compromise on her desires. And he stood firm. And he was like, no, That's not what Miss Toyia taught you. That's not what we learned from Miss Toyia. No, we got this. No, we're not settling it. They have to come back. He called himself, I'm big dog. I'm big dog. I'm big Sagittarius. You got to stop creating giants. You creating giants. You created this and you making them a giant over you. You don't make nobody a giant over you. We don't even like giants. You know, we Bears fans. We Bears fans. We don't even like giants like that. You know, his understanding is so, but you know, when somebody, you know, it's just like, this is something he's supposed to be doing too, right? This is something like, it's no coincidence. It's no accident. I just happen to be the path of least resistance, right? I just happen to be the catalyst, right? I just happen to be the channel in which he got this information, right? We're all one another's mirrors. We're all one another's reflections. I take no glory in it. I just happen to, you know, everything just synchronicity, everything aligned wonderfully, beautifully, as it was supposed to. And he took to this truth like fish to water. It's so natural to him. Because I asked, I said, well, does he listen to anyone else? He's like, no, he only was listening to me, reading my books and watching my YouTube videos. And he helped me remember, because that was always my desire. This should be simple. It should be simple. We're complicating. This person say do this. This person say do. I'm like, but it's found in scripture. And you all know I say I had an affinity for scripture because that's what I have a church background, and I always wanted to know, what was the Bible really telling us? What was it really saying? Because what we were told in church, that just didn't make sense. It didn't measure up. It didn't add up. It was just like something. And then I discovered Neville Goddard, Dr. Joseph Murphy, and they helped unfold and give me a better understanding of scripture. And I'm like, oh, that's what the Bible's a book about me. It's about the power within me. And it's so simple. And it's found in 2 scriptures, in Mark and in Matthew. This one particular one is found in Mark, the one I quote the most. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe you receive them and you shall have them. I glean from that the 4 steps. It's really 3. I said 4 because the 4th is not your work. The 4th is to be still and know, the do nothing part. But that part needs to be stated, because too many of people are worrying about what action to take or wonder if they should take inspired action. No, you do nothing. You go to sleep knowing that you have it. That's all you're supposed to do. You ain't supposed to do nothing else but go to sleep knowing it's done. That's it. I don't know about to love your neighbor. It means to just love your neighbor. I don't know about no rebuke. Who got the power to rebuke anybody? If you need to rebuke anybody, you need to rebuke yourself. You have no power or authority over another. You only have the power and authority over you. And to love means to love, and that's simply it. Love unconditionally, no judgment. Forgive. No condemnation. There is therefore now no condemnation, no guilt, no shame, no regret, no remorse. That's love. Love ain't about rebuking. Who you gonna rebuke? Who can you rebuke? You can only change you. You can't change nobody but you. That's the problem with people in the church and people in the world. They too busy want to change other people and don't want to change themselves. This teaching is about changing you, and that's it. Leave the world alone and change yourself. Hey, Divination. Hello. Guys, tap the screen, share. We need more people in here, because people need to know. We need to start being more proactive about sharing these lives so that people know that the desires that they want are already theirs. They only have to believe in them. No, you can. You said a face. I can post them. I think I can post them individually on Instagram. But you know, Instagram, I don't like Instagram, because sometimes if you don't have the right shape of the picture, it cuts stuff off. And but I do have TikToks. You may have to pause it to read it. I did do a TikTok showing the 4 success stories. So I did make a video, and they are I think I made it. It was on my story yesterday. So stories, they don't last all the time, right? Stories are only for a day, right? But I did make a video about it. But you know what? Man, the success stories. Let me see. I can read it on Facebook if y'all want to hear the four. If you want to hear the 4 success stories, they're short and sweet. They're not as long as the one I read earlier. I actually can pull it up on my Facebook page. These stories are little. They're not as long as the other story about the husband and wife that manifested getting pregnant. Yes. Hey, there, Phenomenal Divine. I was just talking about. Oh, this is Buddy. Hey, Buddy. You're on your way to school. I was just talking about you. I read your. I don't know if you're still on here because I'm just getting to your message. I don't know if you've made it to school yet or not, but I was telling everyone about. I'm telling everybody about you. I'm telling everyone I can, just like you sharing. As you call it, Miss Toya's magic, I'm telling everybody about you. I'm telling everyone about Caleb and his passion. This has been a big passion. He told his sister, you know, I got to help people while I'm at school. He said, I can't help myself. I told her, you could tell him he can't help himself. He's making a choice. But he has such a passion to help others and help others realize and manifest their desires. He's even answering questions while he's at school. He said 88 billion people. He said, no, not 88 billion people. I'm with you, Caleb. I'm all in. I'm helping people in the DMs now. Thank y'all for helping me. Oh, yes. That is so beautiful. So beautiful, buddy. So beautiful. We are so excited about what you're doing. I always have to remind myself that even if I may feel a certain way, my truth prevails. That's it, hey. That's it. Oh, you gonna help? Oh, okay. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh, you helping your vice principal too? Look at, man, Buddy meeting. Buddy is helping teachers and principals. Look. Talking about, look, all right, buddy. We're so excited for you. We are so excited for you. So excited. That is amazing. God doesn't change that there are no 2 ways to do this. Be still and know. Right. Old people want me. People in our business. Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Neville's interpretation of scripture is what really woke me up coming. Yeah, I have that book too, Lisa. I have that book too. I'm telling Neville was my mentor. Him, Dr. Joseph Murphy, they're still my mentor. I still read them and study them. Oh, we are okay. He said, I had to go. He said, we are Mrs. Toyia Magical Kingdom family. Oh, he's such a sweetheart. He's such a sweetheart. Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Yeah, and changing you, everything around you shifts. Absolutely. Okay. No problem. All love. You don't have FB either? Okay. Say what is crazy is we don't know Lot's wife name, never mentioned in the Bible. Right, Monica. Say Buddy's magic. I know, right, Joy? Yes. Hey, Dream Woman. Hello. Twice X Star, welcome. Just be still and know. You already did all that you can do. You go to sleep knowing, you wake up knowing. That's it. You go to sleep knowing, you wake up knowing. Tap, tap, tap the screen, guys. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Tap, tap, tap. Let's see if we can get 20K the easy way. 20K the easy way. We got 56 people, almost 60 people on here. We should be able to get 20K the easy way. Let's play at this magic of believing in ourselves. That's the magic. The magic is believing in yourself. So I'm going to read the 4 success stories she sent me. And she has many more to send me because he helping people day and night. He's helping people. And you all, if you all want Buddy's help, do not be shy. Do not be afraid. Go help. Go get, because believe me, I already said I don't do the one-on-ones. So don't feel like, I don't feel no kind. I'm overjoyed. This is amazing. Because this is the one-on-one. This is the one-on-one. This my one-on-one for you. Because I didn't talk one-on-one with Phenomenal Divine. She went and got my books. She came back and said, hey, I got declined for the house. I said, revise it. And then she got approved. And then it went from 15K down to 0 down. And she gave my books to her siblings, her 16-year-old twin siblings. And her brother took to it like fish in water. It was just natural to him. He was like, I got this. This is all it takes. That's it. This it. Just these 4 steps. And I just go to sleep believing, knowing that I have it. That's it. Oh, I got this. I got this. Oh, you good. Hey, Phenomenal. Hey, you're good. You do not ever have to apologize. Welcome. Hey, sis. How are you? I see nephew. He's setting the world ablaze. He helping people every which way he can. Now he about to help the vice principal at the school. The word gets around, right? He helped the coach. And that coach probably went and told everybody they knew because they had to tell at least 8 people. But he told more than 8 people because he told his whole football team. He told the whole football team. So he had already met the requirement that Buddy has. Buddy says, when I help you, the only thing I want you to do is go tell 8 other people about this 4-step process. And this 4-step process is found in the link in my bio on my books. He read my books, 30-Day Transformation Journey and The Recipe for Life. That's what he's read, and he listened to my videos. Hey, but he already know, right? We already know this, right? We already know this. We're just remembering. So I'm not taking any credit. I'm just the channel. I'm just a catalyst. I was just standing in the gap. I just happened to be the one he resonated with. That's all. He was supposed to know this. Yes, Vanessa. Yes, I read the story early this morning. I'm going to read it again before I close out the live for those of you who missed the story about the coach. If you're interested in me rereading that story, I'll reread it before I get off live. For those of you that missed that such touching emotion. Oh, it's such a beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And I'm sure it's many more like those to come. Many more. Yup. The parents asking him to. Man, Phenomenal. You ready, Phenomenal? Are you ready? I guess if you're not ready, you better get ready. Phenomenal. If you're not ready, you better get ready. You better get ready. You said no. But I'm here for you. We got this. We got this. But he got it. He got it. Hey. Okay, so I'm going to read. Don't forget to send me more of those success stories of Phenomenal Divine. Send them to me so I can share it with everyone. Because just like he's sharing, I'm sharing what he's doing. I'm letting everybody know how easy this is. That we're meant to have our desires. It was never meant to be hard. It was always meant to be easy. We got to remember scripture. Light and easy, light and easy. We don't need anyone else's permission to get our desires. We don't have to go through no mental gymnastics. We don't have to go through no inner healing, no shadow work. He's not telling nobody that. He ain't saying, oh, you got to be healed first. You got to do shadow work first. You got to talk to your inner child. You don't even hear me talk like that. I know we hear that in the spiritual community. I mean, those are just extra steps. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just telling you, adding more steps than you need to. It's not required. But hey, if you feel like that's a must, if you feel like that's a road, the path you must go, hey, everybody to each his own. Everybody's on their own journey. But he keeping it real simple for the folk. So here's the first one. It says, I'm a single mother working 2 jobs. I did what you said and started a side hustle selling my handmade jewelry. I went to sleep every night like you said. People love my jewelry. My shit is good. Guess what? I sold 8 at my day job and 25 at my night job. Mrs. Toyia's magic works. I am not going to make giants. I am going to persist and start a business. You and Miss Toyia can get free jewelry for life. And I will still share Mrs. Toyia's magic with great love. Hello, hello. Yep, that's it. Don't add no steps. Don't add any steps. Don't add any steps. This is the second success story. Lil bro, I couldn't find the permission slip. Remember I told you about that permission slip? Oh my goodness. Y'all hear about the permission slip. Mind blowing. Remember I told you guys that they were coming back asking about this permission slip? They were looking for the permission slip in my link. Buddy, so when Buddy is helping whoever he's helping, people want to add steps. They be like, okay, but is that it? What else I got to do? What else I got to do? And he's like, there's only 4 steps. And they're like, well, what else I got to do? What is that? So he like, Miss Toyia, I had to tell them 6 times. There's nothing. He's like, you know what? You want a permission slip? Go to Miss Toyia's link, and it's going to cost you $899.98 to get your permission slip for you to believe in yourself. People went to my bio looking for this link for a permission slip, willing to pay $900. Because they actually thought he was saying I had permission slips in my bio to give them to believe in themselves, and that it was going to cost them $900. Because they couldn't detect the sarcasm in the text. They couldn't detect the tone in the text. He's like, Miss Toyia, they actually went. They came back saying they couldn't find it. And so here, I got 2 of them where they say that. This is the first one you're going to hear. Lil bro, I couldn't find the permission slip in Toyia's bio, but my mom got success from using Mrs. Toyia's magic. My mom lost her job during a COVID recession, but turned her passion on for baking. She did as you said and sold out of her cakes online on Facebook. She said if TikTok opens, she was going to sell there. Sold out all her cakes on Facebook. Okay, I won't say the person. And he says, well, I guess, I don't know who Max. He said, hi, my name is Max. I heard your sister's success story. It was very inspiring. I was born in a very Christian household. As I stated to you, little brother, I am gay man in America. I went to bed feeling accepted. It stuck in my head when you said, if I want to be Diddy and have baby oil, it's my business. I decided that makes me happy. I decided what makes me happy. I don't need anyone else's belief to make me happy. That's Mrs. Toyia's magic. And who in your words, not mine, who gives a damn what other people think or feel like I should love? I decided and I believe. Thank you, little brother. I never found the permission slip, but I got Mrs. Toyia's magical steps. Today, I celebrate unapologetic as a gay man that my family loves. They accept me just as I seen it as I went to sleep. I wish blessings on you and your family. I would love to Cash App or Apple Pay you money, and I promise to still share Mrs. Toya's magic with 8 people. Thanks, nephew. I know, right? I know, right, April? Buddy don't be playing. He be bringing it all the way home. He be bringing it. He's so candid. He's so, as the young people say, he's so quick with it. He's so slick with it. He quick with it. He don't mess around. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. Hey, Sunflower. He said, and you had the nerve to read it normally. Yeah, I couldn't emphasize that one all love. I couldn't do it that one. I'm gonna let me rush past that sentence. Let me rush past that sentence. Yes, Sunflower. I'm gonna reread the coach's story before I close out the live. For those of you that's still present and want to hear the story, before I close out the live, I am going to reshare that story. So ain't no rushing. We called it. I know, right? Hello, Sacrificial Lamb. Welcome, welcome. Oh. It's amazing. I mean, now he helping principals and teacher. No, I don't know about teachers, but principals and parents, coaches, everybody. And he helping, TikTok family. That's okay, Phenomenal Divine. It ain't stopping nothing, is it? Is it stopping anything? That's probably what's so great about the fact his mouth is that he doesn't have a filter. He doesn't, he gonna shoot it to you straight. He gonna give it to you straight. He not messing around. That's what people need to hear. So many of us are being coddled, And he not trying to get nothing from you. He wants you to get whatever you desire. He telling you it's yours. Just give it to yourself. You don't need permission. That's where he got the idea for the permission slips. It's like, why y'all keep asking me like you need my permission to have the thing you want? You don't need anyone's permission. Oh, no. Oh, it's definitely okay. It's definitely, you do not need my permission, Twice X Star. You do not need my permission. He enjoys it. I enjoy hearing the success stories. We all in this together. We all in this together. And clearly he's saying something that resonates with everybody, right? The way he's teaching it resonates and is getting results. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Yep. That's okay, Phenomenal. That's okay. Either they can work with it or they can't. You don't have to make no excuses for him. You don't have to do no disclaimers. No disclaimers, Phenomenal. No disclaimers. Part, I guess, is knowing exactly what you want. I know my mind keeps changing. Yeah, once you decide, give it to yourself. Oh, you don't have, no, you don't have to make any, you're good, Twice X, you're good, Twice X Star, you're good. You're good. You don't owe anyone anything but to believe in yourself, than to love yourself. That's all. You want to change it? The 4 steps right there. So you already know what you want. So you want marriage and children. That's the first step. Second step, give thanks for already being married and having the children. You must believe it. You must decide to believe in it. So what you're going to do every night when you go to sleep, you're going to give thanks for already having the husband or being married, whatever your choosing is. I don't want to assume anything, but you're already married. You already have the children. So when you go to bed at night, you're going to bed and you're going to sleep on the side that you were sleeping in a marriage bed. What side would you sleep on? And sleep on that side every night. And as you go to sleep, you're going to give thanks for your beautiful, happy marriage and your amazing children. And you have to choose to believe this. And you be still. The 4th one is very important. You do nothing to make it so. Just know. Do nothing to make it so. Just know you're already married and you're already happily married with your beautiful children. Don't speak against it. Don't tell the old story. Now, when you think about your life, you're not thinking about your life as a single person anymore because you're not single. You're married. So when you think of yourself, you should be seeing yourself as a married woman with children because that's who you are. You're now happily married with children. Yes. You said it's like me and Buddy are the same people. You say I'll stay nice a little longer. I'm about to be Buddy though, phenomenal. I'm about to stop being so nice. It's time for people to, take them training wheels off. Either you want what you want or you don't. Buddy showed me you got to stop playing with it. He said, no, please. Not no, please. You said, no, please don't do that. Please, Miss Toyia, don't do that. No. Well, I'm not someone that cusses. I'm not a big cusser, so you don't have to worry about that. Not that I have anything. I'm not against it. I cuss every now and again, but I'm not big one. I don't do it regularly, right? You all heard me talk. I talk 3 or 4 hours. Y'all rarely hear me say a cuss word, but I will cuss. I'm not against it. It's just not a part of my everyday speech. That's not how I talk regularly. But I have, and I will, I can cuss with the best of them. I just choose not to. I want to, I know the sarcasm. I know. Yeah. I embrace it. Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's part of the personality. Yes, thank you guys. Tap, tap, tap. We almost there, guys. We almost at 20K the easy way. We almost... Yes, we almost at 20K. So I'm going to read a page. So we're talking about Lot's wife. Not looking back. Not turning into a pillar of salt. I'm going to read day 23 of 30 of my transformation journey. 30-day transformation journey. Again, my books are free. They're in the link tree in the bio. Get 3 of them. These 4 steps are found in the Recipe for Life. That's where you find the Recipe for Life. This is day 23 of 30. So in 30-day transformation journey, I give you 30 affirmations, 30 scriptures, and I give you a little bit of... This probably is one of the more longer explanations of scripture that I have. I think this is probably the most longest one when I'm talking about giving a little example about Lot's wife. Most of the explanations usually aren't that long. I'm just going to put my glasses on because I don't really like, my daughter chose a lot of these fonts. I don't particularly like the font that was used on this particular on this particular page. So when you want to repair a relationship and you focus on this method, are we changing the view or... Oh, he said, what happened to the 900 permissions at the GoFundMe? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Not the GoFundMes and the $900 permission slips. Lordy, lordy, lordy. You have to see it's not that you're repairing the relationship, Rare Mama. You have to see the relationship as already being what you want it to be. What type of relationship do you want? Do you know? Do you know what type of relationship you want? And the biggest key, stop talking about the old way. Let the old way go. The old way doesn't exist anymore. The only way it keeps existing because you keep talking about it. So this is day 23 of 30. It comes from Job, the 22nd chapter, the 27th through the 28th verse. Thou shalt make thy prayer unto him, and he shall hear thee, and thou shalt pay thy vows. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy ways. Thou shalt decree a thing, and what? It shall come to pass. We must remember that. This is the affirmation I give you. My life is abundantly great. It is full of laughter, joy, ease, calm, prosperity, and love. I speak only those things I desire to see, and it is firmly established. Let's say that last part, because I think this is a part we miss out on. I speak only those things I desire to see, and it is firmly established. Are we speaking what we desire to see? Or are we talking about what we don't want? We give so much attention to the unwanted, and then we wonder why we keep experiencing it and why we keep establishing that. But see, this affirmation reminds you to affirm, I speak only those things I desire to see. And so this is my explanation of this particular day. Prayer is the recognition of what is. It is not a creating of something that doesn't exist. The works are finished. So prayer is the acknowledgement of what God, Source, the All, has already done, the Christ within you. We are forever decreeing with our thoughts and feelings so that what we accept is really true. Let me read that again. We are forever decreeing with our thoughts and feelings to what we really accept as true. The question is always how. How do I convince myself that I am the person I desire to be? As scripture says, you must be born again. You must die to old thoughts, beliefs, doctrines, and dogmas. You must put on the new man, which is the new mind. You cannot put old wine beliefs into new wineskins, meaning you can't bring your old way of thinking with you into the new state. Remember the story of Lot and his wife? They were instructed by God, their higher consciousness, to leave their current living situation and go to a new place, enter a new way of living. They were told to leave everything, to take nothing with them, and most importantly, not to look back. Well, Lot's wife, who represents your subconscious in this allegory, did. She wouldn't let her old life go. She wanted to bring all of her old baggage with her. She wanted to hold on to the past. She couldn't bring herself to accept the new state she was entering. So what happened? She turned into a pillar of salt. She was preserved in her old way of thinking and was incapable of moving into her new life. So she was left there to remain stuck in her old beliefs, her old ways of thinking. This is exactly what happens to us if we do not put off the old man mind and put on the new man mind, who is renewed day by day. The person you desire to be has nothing in common with the old version of you. The healthy you has nothing in common with your old ailing body. The prosperous you has no remembrance of ever believing in lack. The loving you has no trace of ever being fearful or distrusting of another. When you step into the new version of you, you have to let go all and totally embrace this different version of yourself. If any man mind be in Christ Jesus, which is the higher states of consciousness, he is a new creature. Old things have passed away, and behold, all things become new. Your world is completely different. Are y'all ready for y'all world to be different? Are you ready for your world to be different? Are you ready to claim your desire and see yourself as already having that which you desire? You can manifest whatever you want. Yep. Persist in that new thought. Twice X star. That's all you're told to do. Is to persist. Yes, yes. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So just do these 4 steps. Decide. It could be specific or general. It doesn't have to be something specific. It can be something general. I just want to be happy. I just want to be prosperous. I just want to feel loved. So then we say, you know what you want? Now you give thanks for being it. I'm so happy now. I'm so thankful. I am loved. I live an abundant life. I'm full of joy, creativity. I'm passionate about whatever I'm passionate about. It's exhilarating. Life is a joy. Life is pleasurable. As Buddy said, I never have a bad day. I choose to ride this magic carpet ride because I got Mrs. Toyia's magic, which is the magic of believing in oneself, having confidence in me. That's how we talk now, because we're the new creature. We're no longer the old state that said I was unwanted, I was unloved, I was poor, I was sick. Nope. Now we talk like the person that we say we want to be. Now we are that person. That's how we talk. We speak it. We be imitators of God as dear children. And how do you imitate God? He speak those things that be not as though they were. That's being imitators of God. Speaking those things into your experience. Calling things forth through the word. Then believe. You must believe it. You must have faith. You must persevere in the state. You must go to sleep every night knowing that you are that which you desire to be. You must go to sleep. And the 4th is very important. This is the one many people grapple with. This is the one thing that people can't wrap their minds around. Do nothing to make it so. How you gonna make something so when it's already so? You trying to make it happen is just a testament to say that you don't believe you already have it. When you're trying to think about, well, what should I do? When is it gonna happen? How is it gonna happen? That you're now exercising fear and doubt. Because someone that knows they have it ain't trying to figure out how to get it or trying to figure out when it's going to happen. So going to sleep at night is believing that, in knowing that you already have it. That's living in the state of the wish fulfilled, as taught by Neville Goddard. You're going to sleep knowing that you have it, that there's nothing you need to do to make it so, because it's already so. It's already done. Oh, we over 20K, y'all. Let's get to 30K. Hey, time for a wow. That's a wow moment. That's a wow moment. Wow! Wow! 30K. Let's get it up to 30K. Yes, most definitely, Phenomenal Divine. Do you want to come up or you want to put it in the chat? Yes, you can, most definitely. And God said, and it was. Booyah! Right, Joy? And it was. It's already done. We're already in eternal. I don't have to struggle or choose something. I already am. I'm already eternal. I'm already an infinite being. The soul lives forever. The soul was never created and thus can never die. I am not the body, neither are you. But you see, you identify with the body and you think you have to earn eternity. Nope. You are eternal. You don't have to earn something you already are. Affirming is not a doing. Affirming is something you already do. Your conversation is your affirmation. What do you talk about? That is your affirmation. Your conversation. Your thoughts. When you're thinking about your desire, or when you think about it, are you thinking about it not having it or thinking as though you already have it? Like, because that's your affirmation. Twice 6 star. I know we're going to get rid of all the techniques over here. We're not talking about no technique. You are the technique. If you're looking for techniques, this isn't the platform. I'm not teaching techniques. I'm teaching who you naturally are. You innately do this already. I'm not against techniques. They have their place. They're the permission slips you give yourself because you think you still have to prove worthiness. You still think you have to do something. You never get anything because of what you've done. You get it because of who you are. It's to them that have, it shall be given. You only get it because you know you have it. It's not about anything you've done. But I get it. You think that's too easy. You think you have to prove it. You think you have to earn the blessing. No, the blessing is freely given. Your only condition is that you believe you already have it. That's the only condition you're ever given, is to believe you have it. Those who are studiers of Neville, do you ever hear him talk about affirmations? There's a reason why he don't talk about affirmations. Because he knows your inner conversation. Those thoughts you have when no one else is around, when you by yourself and you complain and you mad and you upset, that's your affirmation. You're affirming the thing you don't want. Because when you affirm the one, you deny the other. So every time you affirm, where is it, how can I get it, you're denying that you have it. But when you say, I have it, you're denying the lack of it. See how that works? I don't have to affirm. That is an affirmation. My conversation is an affirmation. When I talk about affirmations in my books, I'm telling you to remind yourself of what you already have, not to make it so. I'm telling you to say it because it already is so. My affirmation should be your daily conversation. That's why it's called the 30-day transformation journey. You will be transformed when you start to affirm the truth of who you are. And then it's natural. And you ain't got to think about it because it's who you are. I read Recipe for Life last night. Very good. I was like, I should have been. Oh, thank you, April. Thank you. Ayo, hey, Kingdom Heart Ministries. Oh, yes. You're on a, yes, absolutely. Absolutely beautiful. Is this Manic? Kingdom Heart Ministries is Manic. Hey. Wow. Yes. Yes. Wow. There is no going to heaven. Heaven is within you. Oh, why you ready to go in on them? Are you coming up, Phenomenal Divine? Or are you putting it? I didn't. Let me finish these. Did you put in the? Let me see. Did you put in a request? Are you coming in? Are you coming up? Or are you just on to talk in the chat? Let me know. Hey there, Beachy Love. Yes. Hey, Rick. Yes. Gray hair just says my hair changed colors. And like I said, you talking about the physical self. No, your body is not eternal. I just said that. So we saying the same thing. Listen up. Stay connected. Pay attention to what I'm saying. Because you know the soul is eternal. Because you think your soul going to hell or to heaven. So you already know your soul is eternal. Because you think that it's going to spend eternity somewhere. It doesn't become eternal. It already is eternal. You just think your eternality is going to be in some place up in the sky somewhere with streets paved with gold. Or you're going to be somewhere in a lake of fire. We just have different perspectives of where or how our life ends. See, I know life never ends. You think it does. That's the difference. Oh, yes, yes, Manic. I'm so happy. You're amazing. I don't care about, I don't have crust on my lips. My lips are dry. It's not crust. They're dry, so they're peeling. When I come and talk to you guys for 2 or 3 hours at a time. My lips are dry. But you don't have to look at them. You can go on and go watch someone else. Because again, you have to understand this, chosen. I know who I am, and what you say about me, what you think about me is none of my business. I could care less. I know who I am. And yep, my old peeled lips. Yep, you want to see them real good? Yep, they peeling because I'm on live. And I done bring my but they're not crusty. They're peeling because they're dry. If I know I have the home, picking out furniture for the new home is something I should be doing. Okay, Phenomenal. You're going to type it to me, okay? It's something you should be doing, or it's something you want to enjoy doing. There's no should be. There's no should be. It's already done. You already have the home. You shopping for furniture, not shopping for furniture doesn't stop you from already having the home. If you shop for furniture, it should be out of sheer enjoyment for shopping for your new place. Not to make yourself have the new place. It's because you already have the new place. And it's because you want to do it, and for no other reason. Yep, we can pull it out of us and into reality. Yep. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Joe. And you said, how long would I be? I don't know. Are you getting ready to leave, Joy? Are you all ready to hear the story again from the coach's wife, for the coach and his wife? Yep, true salvation comes from within. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Infinite. Oh no, I don't like Bliss 6, but I feel you. I feel you. It's only they only on here because I be talking. You know, I'm talking, and I like shea butter. You like Burt's Bees? I'm excellent. So I knew I liked you for a reason. Stop trying, just focus, Crystal. You don't have to try, just do it. Stop trying to see and just see. Okay, okay. All right, I'm about to read the story. Yeah, you see? I have my big... That's all I drink. I love water. But it's also cold here in the Chi. We're experiencing negative 25-degree weather. So it's really drying here because of the heat. And also because I'm talking. So it's a lot of things playing into, you know, the chafing of the lips. Oh yeah, we're in I don't know if the city, but our school system. I'm not in Chicago. I'm outside in a suburb. Our children had e-learning today. Schools were closed today for my school district. That's how cold it is. They closed the schools in my school district because it's so cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. It's cold outside. Oh, it's closed in Atlanta too? Oh. Oh, wow. He said, yeah, that's cold. Yeah, wintry advisory. Okay, guys, so I'm going to read this fabulous story that I received. Another manifestation from Phenomenal Divine's brother who helped his coach and his wife manifest their desire. This is a beautiful story. It's a little long, but bear with me. I'm going to, you know. Why do I have to manifest this cold outside? I don't need to go nowhere. I'm in the warmth of my own home. I don't have to manifest warmth. You manifest it if the cold bothers you. The cold don't bother me. Why would I change something that doesn't bother me? I don't have to prove anything. But anyway, let's go. Okay, here's the story, guys. To the football team I'm coaching, I want to share a story about faith, hope, and a little something magical. My name is Derek, and I've been married to my incredible wife, Shonda, for 12 beautiful years. We're in our mid-30s now, and for the past 7 years, we've been on a journey to bring our first child into the world. It's been a long road of heartache, prayers, and determination. Shonda has faced infertility challenges, and though we've tried every medical option, nothing seemed to work. But through it all, our faith in God has remained strong. One day, our lives changed in the most unexpected way. A young man named Caleb joined the football team. It was rare, almost unheard of, for someone new to walk onto the team. The boys on this team had grown up together, their positions practically set in stone. Yet Caleb walked in with quiet confidence and declared, "I'm going to be the starting quarterback." I raised an eyebrow and asked, "How do you know that?" He grinned and said, "I have Mrs. Toyia's magic." Mrs. Toya's magic, I repeated, laughing. Can I use it too? Yeah, coach, he said with a smile. I can teach you. Hold on, I joked. You can teach my wife and me, right? Of course, Caleb said. Anybody can learn Miss Toya's magic. It's just 4 steps. Curious, I told my wife about Caleb that evening. Shonda had been crying all day because she thought our last IVF attempt had failed. She'd seen blood on the tissue, and it broke her heart. I said to her, hey, there's this kid on the team. He's from Chicago, and he knows something called Miss Toya's magic. Maybe we should give it a shot. Reluctantly, Shonda agreed. After practice, I asked Caleb if he'd share Miss Toya's magic with us. With the wisdom of someone far beyond his years, Caleb nodded. It's simple, coach. He said, 4 steps. He grabbed a piece of paper and wrote them down. 1, decide. 2, pray, give thanks. 3, have faith, believe. 4, do nothing, just know. Then Caleb looked us both in the eyes and said something that made my heart skip a beat. You guys are already pregnant. The IVF worked. Shonda stared at him, her voice trembling. You're telling me these 4 little steps are going to work? After everything I've been through? After all the doctors, the teas, the second mortgage on our house, and now you're saying I just need to believe? Yes, ma'am, Caleb said with a calm certainty. You have to believe you're pregnant. That's all. Shonda's frustration bubbled over. She listed every failure, every disappointment, every time her heart had broken. Caleb listened patiently, then said softly, if you want to be the baby, ma'am, you can decide that too. But you're having a baby. Congratulations. Go to sleep knowing you're pregnant. Shonda was stunned. Excuse me? Did you just call me a baby? No, ma'am, Caleb said with a grin. But you're deciding to be scared instead of deciding to believe. Just decide, and it's yours. She huffed, muttered about disrespectful kids, and shot me a glare. But on the drive home, I said, why don't we just try it? Let's do what Caleb said. Just believe. That night, we laughed about Caleb's boldness. But as we cleaned up the master bathroom, where we'd recently painted, something caught our attention. The tissue Shonda had been so worried about, it wasn't blood. It was paint. Red paint from our renovations had splattered on the tissue. Shonda's eyes filled with tears. Oh my God, she whispered. Maybe Caleb's right. 4 days later, we were at the drugstore. The cashier looked at Shonda and asked, how far along are you? We froze. Shonda is petite, so there was no reason for the woman to assume anything. it felt like a sign. Right then and there, we bought a pregnancy test. And guess what? We're pregnant. Sean and I cried together that night, overwhelmed with gratitude for Caleb and his Miss Toyia's magic. It was the faith, the belief, the decision to trust in ourselves. To my team, I shared this story because life will throw challenges at you. But sometimes all it takes is a little belief in yourself to see the impossible become possible. Never stop believing in yourself. I didn't do wows last time, but we got to do wows for this.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Beautiful. I got that text last night. He also sent a voice text where he could hardly get out the thank you because he was filled with emotion. He was starting to cry. Phenomenal Divine. She said he was crying. That caused her to cry, and she had to go and get tissue. It was such an emotional interaction. Because you can imagine for years, all these years, all of the money, all of the time, all of the, and for someone to come along and tell you, just believe, just have faith, go to bed, go to sleep in the knowing, not trying to think about how, not trying to think about when, just go to sleep knowing. Sweet sleep, peaceful rest, because you've put your trust in the I am within you, in that force, that energy, that power that knows the end before the beginning. That's why we're told to go to the end, not the beginning, not the middle. The beginning is is what you want, right? That's the beginning. Then you go to the end. The middle part, you're not supposed to worry about that. How it comes to you, because it comes to you. That's the part you got to get. It comes to you. It comes to you. It comes to you. Hello, pure heart. Hello. I know, April. Oh, phenomenal. We could talk offline if you want, because I want you to get an understanding regarding his delivery. You know you're the only one upset about the delivery, his delivery. Do you know they laughed about it, right? They laughed about his delivery. They called it boldness. First, they was a little taken aback, but when they thought about it, they recognized it was his boldness, and they laughed about it. I need you to lighten up, and I need you to laugh about it. I need you to not take it so seriously. Because clearly it's not interfering with what he's accomplishing. Sharing this truth, getting people to believe in themselves, getting people to trust and test this truth out for themselves and bring about great results. Because you want him to change so you will feel better. Phenomenal. Remember, we say no one to change but self, right? And I know he's your younger brother, right? I know he's your younger brother, and I know you're like, okay, I got to guide him. I got to show him, and, you know. He's a young man. He's 16. Hey, Valo. Hey. He's not 5. He's 16. He's a young man. The only way he'll change is because he wants to. But you can choose to see him differently, right? You could choose to see him differently. And then he'll show up differently, right? We don't change the outside. We change the inside, right? So you can see that no one's offended by him. And then those who are offended, they're just not the ones he's supposed to help. But they appreciate his candidness. They appreciate his straightforwardness. They appreciate it because it helps them to not... He's bringing them out of the victim mentality. He's lifting them up out of the victimhood. Of the woe is me mentality. Like, all these things that happen to me, like, how you telling me believe just gonna do it? And he's like, because belief is what got you into it. So belief is gonna take you out of it. You believed yourself into this situation, so now you're gonna believe yourself out of it. What you cannot do is play victim to the situation. But did he not tell the truth, phenomenal divine? Because it does not reflect on you. You know what they're saying about you, phenomenal divine? What an awesome, awesome brother you have. That they're looking at you as they're inspired, enamored, encouraged. Like, here you are, young woman, older sister, deciding to take guardianship of 4 siblings. You instantly became a mom. They're celebrating you. And not only did you instantly become a mom, you instantly became a mom to this fabulous young man who was helping change people's lives through the truth, through this knowing, through this magic of believing in yourself. Yeah, take joy in that. Well, look at what he's doing. Look at what he's doing. And you worried about the delivery. They ain't worried because them people still coming. And even though he said that, did that stop them from trying it? That did not stop them from trying it. I'm not as offended because I talked to him. So he's just trying to get us to see we got to stop giving excuses to not getting what we want. Could he be a little more tender? Could he use a little bit more honey? It might not have been as effective though. If he used a little bit more is he a little bit more tender and use a little bit more honey? It may not have been as effective. Let him be him. Hey, 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 A-Town. Hey, hey, hey. Because it's dynamic. It's amazing. It's amazing. It is amazing. That's all I can say. It's just like, wow. It's just like, wow. Hey, A-Town, I shared that coach's story. You just missed it. I shared it twice on the live. The coach's story. But if you watch the, yep. He is. Because he knows without a shadow of a doubt, it works. It works. But I'll do the clips. I'll post the clips on here. I'll post the clips. I'm also going to share the story on my Facebook page as well. So I don't know if you have Facebook. You can go to my Facebook page, my Facebook group, and you'll be able to read the story from there. And then you also, his coach, his football coach, Phenomenal Divine's brother, Buddy, Caleb, he helped his coach and his wife believe in themselves. They were they're having a baby, and he helped them, realize that. It's a great story. It's a great, man, very moving, very touching. Yes, he is. He's now helping the vice principal. He's helping parents. His name is spreading all across his world. He's helping people on our lives. He's helping people from TikTok. He's helped so many people from TikTok. Everybody's DMing him, and they're coming back saying it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. So it's a beautiful thing. He's helping so many people. I can't wait to hear the story about the vice principal. And then Phenomenal Divine, she's going to send me more success stories. So I have more success stories to share with you guys. And I am going, I know he's in school, so I may talk to him maybe on Friday. Or, I don't know. Do they do Friday Night Lights, Divine? Phenomenal Divine? Do they have football games on Friday or Saturday? Because I know he probably's tired from school. But if you can ask him to, maybe I'll text you, tell him maybe to call me. Because I did talk with him, but I do want to, I do want to ask him, like, how, like, Phenomenal, did you ask him, like, how did it click for him? Like, what was it that made it sound so simple and easy for him? Because I know when I came into this knowledge, I was listening to this person, listening to that person, listening to this person, listening to that person. And I was kind of getting, kind of trying to do what they said, do this, let me try that. Or they said, do this, let me try that. And I had to back off of that and be like, well, wait a minute. I had to recognize I've always been manifesting, and I wasn't using vision boards. I wasn't scripting or journaling. I wasn't envisioning. I was just speaking the word, and then I would, experience whatever I wanted to experience. And I'm not saying that any of those things don't work, because they do. Clearly they do, because everything works because it's according to your faith. It's always according to your faith, right? According to your faith is it done unto you, right? So all these things work. But I was like, it has to be simple. It got to be a simpler way. Like when I was listening to Abraham Hicks, and I got her book, Asking It Is Given, she had like 23 processes. And I was just like, this just seemed like too much work. This right here seemed like too much work. I'm not doing all that. And I just kept praying, and it has to be something. It can't be this hard. It can't be this. It got to be simple. It got to be more simple. I think we're complicating it too much. And then I discovered, it's found in this scripture right here. That's the recipe. Because I wrote the recipe in earlier 2024. I gave it as a presentation to this meetup group I was in. And after I was able to, after I had realized that the simplicity of it was found in scripture, I saw a video about Eckhart Tolle saying the same thing, using the exact same scripture. But yet he got like a 300-page book called The Power of Now. Okay, if it's that simple, why we got a 300-page book talking about it? But okay. Oh, okay, okay. Said he was going to write me. Okay, nice, nice. Hello, hello, Sale. If that's what you want, if is that what you want, Sale, all things are possible. Yes, it's possible, most definitely. If age doesn't bother you, then age shouldn't be a problem. It's only a problem if you think it's a problem. Is O still on here? I know he said, yeah, okay, O is still here. Oh, Caleb wants to help you, and he's not going to charge you. So reach out to DM Phenomenal Divine. He said he will help you. Say Tole made it too complicated in my opinion. I couldn't get past a few pages, but a lot of people love his book. A lot of people love his book. I have it. I did buy it. I just couldn't get through the first few pages. So I've been forgetting to give thanks and be grateful. I'm starting. Yes, 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 wise styling. That's it. That's what Buddy said. Yeah. Super success. Absolutely. Oh, it's fine because by the time you all get up, Phenomenal, tell him he's free to call me because I'm 2 hours behind you. So by the time you all get up, I've been up. I've been up. And if I'm not available, I just tell him, I'll talk to him another time. But yes, he's free to call. Yes. Oh, yes. Success story. You have been wanting to purchase your coach? Wow! Something you have been wanting to do? Wow! Mm-hmm. Are you willing to talk to Caleb? Oh, are you willing to talk to Caleb? Caleb is Phenomenal Divine's brother. He's the one I've been talking about with the success story, helping helping everyone understand the 4 steps. Have you heard me talking about Miss Toyia's magic? Have you heard me talking about that? Oh. But he's Phenomenal Divine's younger brother. He's 16. And he's been helping. He's been getting all kind of DMs and helping all kinds of people manifest their desires. All day, all I hear is, can I call Miss Toyia? Can I call now? Can I call now? Can I ask her something? So there was contrast and everything worked out better than I could have. Oh, yes. I don't. I told you I could talk about this all day too. I could talk about this all day too. So don't ever think that he's bothering me, because he's not. He's not bothering me. I'm excited because he got me excited too. Like, everybody was calling him, little Neville. He actually gonna be Abdullah. He gonna end up being my teacher. He gonna end up being my mentor. Because I do want to know what clicked for him. Like, how did it come so natural? Like, what is it that was like, man, okay. Like, the confidence, because that's what many people still struggle with, the confidence, the believing in oneself, the trust, the knowing, and how he is simply conveying these to people, to the people. They're going home and doing it, and then they're coming back. Yup, it worked. Yup, it worked. Yes, it worked. Yup, it worked. Got it. Got it. Got it. It's like the success stories are just raining down. They're just raining down. They're just raining down. So I'm like, well, maybe it's something I'm missing. I'm like, is this something that I'm missing? Like, what am I neglecting to communicate with you guys? Because maybe I'm neglecting how to keep it super simple. And he's found an even easier way to keep it super simple. So I definitely want to understand, from his perspective, right? From his perspective, what made this super simple? Even though I've been saying that, right? Y'all know I've been saying that ever since I came on this live, right? Keep it super simple. Keep it super simple. Keep it. And now it's like, that's a manifestation, because it is very super simple, especially to Caleb. It's super simple. It's like light bulb went off. Like, and it's so simple. I'm teaching everybody else. He was like, y'all adults make it hard. We call us old folks. Y'all old people make it hard. And I'm like, am I still making it hard? I need to make sure I'm not also making it, even though I'm teaching simplicity, right? Simplicity. I'm like, but am I still making it hard? You call him little Abdullah? Yes. Giving him the 4 steps. Anybody who asks him about his smile on, oh, Miss Toyia's magic, I can teach you. Oh, that is so beautiful. That is so beautiful. Oh, expand on being grateful. Grateful is just, learning to appreciate where you are, not needing life to be different in order to be thankful, right? So it's just about, you go to bed at night and you're thankful for the day. You're thankful. And even if the day didn't go the way you wanted it, you be thankful for the day in which you wanted it to happen, right? You don't have to accept any experience. Learning to appreciate, which means to give value to something, right? You want to give value for your life, for your experiences, for where you are in life, and not to complain about it and beat yourself up. Giving yourself grace, that even though everything may not have worked out the way you wanted it to, in the way you thought it should, to know that everything is always working out for you. No matter what's going on, everything is always working out for you. And you look for things, you purposely, intentionally decide what to be thankful for, what to be grateful for life, for joy, for your friends, for your family, for, for things that you can see and those things you can't see, right? So you may not be able to physically see the desires you're manifesting, but you can imagine them, and they're just as real in your mind as they would be with you physically holding them or experiencing them. So you give thanks for the seen and the unseen. You give thanks for the unfulfilled, the not unfulfilled, unseen manifestation. You don't see it yet, but you know it's there, because what did you see? You saw it in your mind, or you spoke it, or you can just feel it, or you just know it. Even if you can't visually see it in your mind, even if you can't envision it, even if you can't imagine it, you can't see, but you know. You said it so many times. It's so real to you. And even though it hasn't manifested, it hasn't made itself visible in the physical world yet, you give thanks for it. That's what we have to be more purposeful about. Because you give thanks. Why do we give thanks? For the things having been received, right? That's why you give thanks for the things that you've received. So that's why you show gratitude and appreciation, even though you haven't physically received it. You what? You spiritually received it. You imagined it. You know it. You just know it. Hello, beautiful one. Yep. I think right now it's showing me the things I have. I still have them even. Yep, that's it. You have some words put on you. As long as the words you have are the words you want to experience. Hello, Big Joe. Oh, you're welcome, Wise Styling. Yep. Because we have to choose what we want. We have to choose. We have to be intentional. We have to be the power of awareness. You really do you are the operant power. You have to operate this power. Because if you don't operate it, life it would appear to just happen to you. But now you know that you get to manipulate, control through your thoughts, through your beliefs. Why wouldn't you intentionally do that? Hey, Valo. He's actually from the Shy, Valo. Phenomenal Divine's little younger brother. I won't say little younger brother. 16-year-old young man. She downloaded my books around December, and she had some things that she was manifesting that he assisted her with, because she also gave him the books to read, and he's been on fire ever since, because she manifested after she was manifesting getting custody of you call him the little guy, her younger brother, as well as 3 other siblings. She gained custody for them. She was able to manifest the home that she needed to, that was big enough to receive everyone, for everyone to live comfortably. She manifested the money that she needed, that someone owed her from 5 years ago. And she also manifested 0 down payment for the new home. And she downloaded my free ebooks and gave them to her 16-year-old twin siblings. Her brother took to it like fish to water, so natural to him. He helped her maintain faith and not to compromise on what they were manifesting. After that, he manifested 4 other things, and I shared them on the live, and ever since then, people from the lives have been DMing her, and he's been assisting them. He's helped like over 30 people manifest. He's also helped his coach and wife. Divine told us that he's meeting with the vice principal. He's meeting with other parents. He's just setting the world ablaze. Everyone he tells, he says, they ask him why he's smiling. Because of Miss Toyia's magic. I can teach it to you. It's only 4 steps. And he says they try to complicate it by adding more steps. And that's when he tried to send them to the link in my bio to buy a permission slip that costs us $899.98 to give themselves permission to believe in their desire. People weren't looking for this link in my bio. It doesn't exist. There's no permission slip. There's no $900 permission slip for you to believe in yourself. That's his sarcasm that he uses to get people to shake them up. Shake them up, shake them up. He shake them up. He's very straightforward, very bold. As many people would say, the slick mouth, the sarcasm is on 100. But I think that's the beauty of it. That's what separates him from a lot of people. He gonna give it to you straight, and he don't care about your feelings, because he know that this works, and he knows that if you listen to him and do what he says to do, you will manifest your desire. And everybody been coming back. Oh my goodness, it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. And so he tells them, I don't require anything. Miss Toyia doesn't take money. So all I ask is that you share this with 8 other people. So all the success stories he have, I make sure I share them, and I make sure that he gets the, he's the one that is getting the accolades. I know he calls it Miss Toyia's magic, but it's really Caleb's magic. He the one understanding. He the one teaching it to people. He the one showing it to people. He the one making people understand. They're getting results from his simplicity for what he's telling them. He's keeping it super simple, and they're coming back with results. It's actually Caleb's magic. He calls it Miss Toyia's magic, but it's actually Caleb's magic. But it's really your magic, because it's just really, the magic is you believing in you. That's the magic. You believing that the thing you desire, you already have. That's the magic. Hey, dream woman. It doesn't take any time. It's already done, Eden. It's already done. Shy fam, yes. Yeah, all right, 30,000 likes. Yes. Wow. Thank you. Wow. It's already done. It's already done, Eden. Yes, it's already done. The time is now. The time is done. I know, right, Valo? He's unwavering. He's still pure and undiluted. Yeah, I said he wasn't adulterated like the rest of us. He hasn't been adulterated. He didn't have no church background either to try to loose a hold out of his mind either. So that's a beautiful thing too. I know, right, Kelly Janae? I know, right? Oh, yes, white styling. Yes, it's an ebook bundle. You said I would create that link. The link is in my bio, in the link tree in the bio. Yep, he's the embodiment of become like children. Absolutely. He's telling Phenomenal Divine, me and Miss Toyia, we gonna reach 88 billion people. I'm like, I don't think it's even 88 billion people in the world, but okay. He got big plans for me and him. He got big plans. I might just be along for the ride on the magic carpet ride. I'm just along for the magic carpet ride. Say when the vice principal came to the car, I looked right at him. She said, "Can I speak with Caleb?" During lunch, if it's okay, about Mrs. Toyia's magic. Oh my goodness. Right. Ha to loose those so-called demons. I know, right? Oh. Yeah, it's in the link in the bio, the link tree through Gumroad. Say every day. I know, every day. Yep. He said first it was 30 billion, 300 million, not 88 billion. Right, 8 billion. Close enough. Right. Hey, P. Anthony. Oh. It is so amazing. So amazing. So amazing. I am so blessed to have started this page and to have met all of you and all of the fascinating people I've met. You all have really enriched my soul, have really like, man, this is like, man, it gets better than this though. The thing is, it gets better than this, and it's like, this is already really good. Like, this is already really good. Like, wow. I'm just like, but it's like, it was meant to be this way. You know, these things are possible. And it's just like, man, you never know who you're going to touch, right? That's why you just got to be true to yourself. Know you, because you never know who you're going to touch, who you're going to draw, right? No man comes to me unless the Father within me draws him, right? No one is coming into my experience unless I draw them, right? My consciousness, that's the Father. My awareness of being that's what creates our reality. Because you know how many coaches there are, Phenomenal Divine, on this TikTok, on this TikTok, on this clock app. You know how many coaches there are, Phenomenal Divine? And here you landing in my chat room? Absolutely. Because don't you think it's like that's so different to be telling somebody, I know somebody else's magic and I could teach it to you, and they want to know. Most people would be like, boy, go sit down somewhere. What you talking about? Somebody's magic. Right? If somebody came told you, like, why you smiling so much? Oh, because I know Miss Toya's magic. I could teach it to you. Who is Miss Toya? What you mean Miss Toya's magic? Boy, go sit down somewhere. Like, what? Go sit. But no, they want to know. They're like, Miss Toya's magic. Ooh, tell me more. They're like, really? Can you teach it to me? Like, but that's his entry in, right? Why are you so happy? Because I know Miss Toya's magic. I wish you could teach me, Miss Toya. Oh, I could teach it to you. It's really easy. Okay, show. No, most people will be like, boy, if you don't get out my face, who is Miss? First of all, what you talking about, Miss Toya? Like, what? So I've been affirming the new story. How about I just go block? I got blocked. So what? Candy cakes. Circumstances don't matter. You didn't get blocked. Why are we telling that story? Why are you telling that story? Is that the story you want to experience? Never talk about a story you don't like. You don't what? Accept it. You revise it. You are the power. You're the power, not the circumstances. Right. Stop watching that cat in the hat. Right. So I just do my best to stay out of the way unless people get disrespectful. But Buddy said he got it. Yeah. Because he's not offended. He tough. He's not offended. Because he know people, once they listen, once they get past their little mindset of being disrespectful, once they get over that, they all ears. And then they coming back. Little bro, nephew, little brother. It works. So once they get past their little mindset of thinking that they could be disrespected by somebody. Hey, exclamations. Yes, happy Tuesday, peace and bliss. Yes. Hey. Say, tell hubby, thank you for sharing you with us. Oh, most definitely. No, we not gonna be a lost wife. No looking back. No looking back. Right, he said, he told me you don't get mad or have bad days with Miss Toya's magic. See that? And Buddy, no, Buddy got the juice. Buddy got the secret sauce. You don't let nothing upset you. He don't let nothing upset his apple cart, as Abraham Hicks would say, right? He ain't letting nobody steal his joy. Like you didn't give me this joy, so you can't take it from me. This peace I got surpasses all understanding. You didn't give it, so you can't take it away. He said, I may have to read the Coach story for the third time. I know, right? Phenomenal. Oh my goodness. Yes. But I'll come back on later today and then we'll read it again. I'll come back on later today and then I'll read it again. I'll also share it. I'm sharing it on my Facebook, my personal page, as well as the Facebook group. So if you want to go there and read it, the link is in my bio. Say they need it now. Do y'all want to hear that story again? Do y'all want to hear that story again? It is an amazing story. It is an amazing story. It is. Okay. It is an amazing story. Okay. Y'all want to hear it? Y'all want to hear it? Here it go. Say, spill it. Hey, Elizabeth. Oh, thank you. By exclamations. Say, third time's a charm. It's a little long, but it's worth the listen. It's worth the listen. Okay. This is his football coach at his school. To the football team I'm coaching, I want to share a story about faith, hope, and a little something magical. My name is Derek, and I've been married to my incredible wife, Shonda, for 12 beautiful years. We're in our mid-30s now, and for the past 7 years, we've been on a journey to bring our first child into the world. It's been a long road of heartache, prayers, and determination. Shonda has faced infertility challenges, and though we've tried every medical option, nothing seemed to work. But through it all, our faith in God has remained strong. One day, our lives changed in the most unexpected way. A young man named Caleb joined the football team. It was rare, almost unheard of, for someone new to walk onto the team. The boys on this team had grown up together, their positions practically set in stone. Yet Caleb walked in with quiet confidence and declared, I'm going to be the starting quarterback. I raised an eyebrow and asked, how do you know that? He grinned and said, I have Miss Toyia's magic. Miss Toyia's magic, I repeated, laughing. Can I use it too? Yeah, coach, he said with a smile. I can teach you. Hold on, I joked. You can teach my wife and me, right? Of course, Caleb said. Anybody can learn Miss Toyia's magic. It's just 4 steps. Curious, I told my wife about Caleb that evening. Shonda had been crying all day because she thought our latest IVF attempt had failed. She'd seen blood on the tissue and it broke her heart. I said to her, hey, there's this kid on the team. He's from Chicago and he knows something called Miss Toyia's magic. Maybe we should give it a try. Give it a shot. Reluctantly, Shonda agreed. After practice, I asked Caleb if he'd share Miss Toyia's magic with us. With the wisdom of someone far beyond his years, Caleb nodded. It's simple, coach. He said, 4 steps. He grabbed a piece of paper and wrote them down. Number 1, decide. Number 2, pray, give thanks. Number 3, have faith, believe. Number 4, do nothing, just know. Then Caleb looked us both in the eyes and said something that made my heart skip a beat. You guys are already pregnant. The IVF worked. Shonda stared at him, her voice trembling. You're telling me these 4 little steps are going to work? After everything I've been through? After all the doctors, the teas, the second mortgage on our house? And now you're saying I just need to believe? Yes, ma'am, Caleb said with a calm certainty. You have to believe you're pregnant. That's all. Shonda's frustration bubbled over. She listed every failure, every disappointment, every time her heart had broken. Caleb listened patiently, then said softly, if you want to be the baby, ma'am, you can decide that too. But you're having a baby. Congratulations. Go to sleep knowing you're pregnant. Shonda was stunned. Excuse me? Did you just call me a baby? No, ma'am, Caleb said with a grin. But you're deciding to be scared instead of deciding to believe. Just decide and it's yours. She huffed, muttered about disrespectful kids, and shot me a glare. But on the drive home, I said, why don't we just try it? Let's do what Caleb said. Just believe. That night, we laughed about Caleb's boldness. But as we cleaned up the master bathroom, where we'd recently painted, something caught our attention. The tissue Shonda had been so worried about, it wasn't blood. It was paint. Red paint from our renovations had splattered onto the tissue. Shonda's eyes filled with tears. Oh my God, she whispered. Maybe Caleb's right. 4 days later, we were at the drugstore. The cashier looked at Shonda and asked, how far along are you? We froze. Shonda is petite, so there was no reason for the woman to assume anything. It was like a sign. Right then and there, we bought a pregnancy test. And guess what? We're pregnant. I guess I should say it differently. Guess what? We're pregnant. That's better. Shonda and I cried together that night, overwhelmed with gratitude for Caleb and his Miss Toyia's magic. It was the faith, the belief, the decision to trust in ourselves. To my team, I shared this story because life will throw challenges at you. But sometimes all it takes is a little belief in yourself to see the impossible become possible. Never stop believing in yourself. Ooh, yes, 1 second, guys. Ooh. Back. Put some shea butter. Ooh. My free ebooks I offer in my in my bio through Linktree. Free ebooks. That's where you got the recipe, the 4 steps that's up here. That's what he's teaching everyone. The 4 steps that I talk about in my book that comes from the scripture. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe you have received them and you should have them. These are the 4 steps. Your asking is your deciding what it is you want. Your prayer is to only give thanks, not to beg or to plead, but to give thanks, gratitude, appreciation. That's what your prayer is. And you believe. You pick anything that would tell you that you already have the thing, right? You go to sleep knowing that you have it. You can go to sleep just saying, isn't it wonderful? You could go to sleep, you know, if you're desiring to be married, you could go to sleep seeing a ring on your finger. You could go to sleep sleeping on one side of the bed, imagining that your partner is laying next to you. You could, if you're desiring, like, you know, more clients for your business, then you see yourself having more clients, more emails, you know, greater large deposits of money into your account. Whatever it is that's going to tell you what it is that you know you have, and you got to go to sleep knowing this, right? Go to sleep knowing, trusting that yes, you are whatever you say you are. Like he told her, she had to go to sleep knowing she was pregnant. Not how she was going to get pregnant, now when she was going to be told she was pregnant. She was pregnant. That the IVF didn't fail this time. What? It worked. She's pregnant. Even though she had tried countless times, even though, you know, like she gave the mountainous amount of reasons, right? She told you all the mountains that kept her from realizing her desire. What moves the mountain? Faith. Believing moved the mountain. Say my daughter just came in here discouraged about something that didn't go her way, and I had her listen. Oh, yes, yes, April, yes. Yep, that's it. Go to sleep in your new place, P. Anthony. Go to sleep in your new place. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's it, April. Absolutely. You didn't do anything wrong, Candy Cakes. You're letting the 3D dictate. You're accepting your circumstances and you're giving them power. That's what you're doing wrong. You're giving your power to the circumstances. Stop saying that you're blocked. Stop saying that you're not with your SP. It's because you don't believe you're together is the reason why you're experiencing not being together. Be still and know. Go to sleep. Affirming, stating, knowing that you're together. That means they're texting you good night, they're texting you good morning. This is how you're falling asleep. You're not looking for the text. You're not checking their social media. You're not doing any of that. You're going to sleep knowing you're together. Because what I do know is that things don't happen out of nowhere. There has to be some anxiousness, some fear, and that's what's manifesting, and you're giving over to it. Yes, yes. We're looking forward to hearing the success story, P. Anthony. Absolutely. Right. So you go to sleep, Shirley. You go to sleep. Imagine that you're telling someone your good news about your new position, your new job, your new career. It's already done. You already have it. It's already yours. You just have to go to sleep knowing that you have it. Go to sleep knowing that you have the job. Not how you're going to get it. Now, when is it going to happen? You already have the job. You already have the career. It's already yours. Go to sleep knowing that. Do you travel to work? Do you use public transportation? Do you have your own office? Is it a stay-at-home job? Like, it has to be real to you. What is it that shows you that it's real to you? Oh, yes, April. Yes. You're welcome. Yep, you don't look for or feel the lack of it. You already have it. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. We are all here. We're all in this together. Everybody is claiming their stuff. Everyone is claiming whatever it is they want. Don't let nobody tell you it's wrong to have stuff. That's why we're here, to experience stuff. We're here to experience, to be image makers, and to remember who we are. We are the creator. We are creators. We came here to have the abundant life, and that our joy may be full. That's the whole point. To learn how to focus the mind, discipline the mind, see yourself as already being it. Be happy and thankful. Like, here's what you have to think about. Your life is already the way you want it. Would you be complaining about it? Right? If your life is already the way you want it, isn't that the most happy day? Oh, happy day, because your life is just as you imagined it. Yep, it's as easy as spinning a tennis ball in your hand, and it will show up in your reality. Yep, that's it. Yes, say, yep. That's why Buddy said one person's success is all of our success, because we all, yep. Yep, your win is my win. My win is your win. We got, right? Like, spread the love, spread the joy. Each one teach one. Buddy telling everybody he can think of. He don't care who it is. He's sharing the love with everybody. He going out into the world and spreading the good news, the gospel, the God spell. He ain't keeping it to himself. He like, I got the magic, baby. The magic of believing in yourself. And I will show you how to use this magic. Yes. See yourself with it. Know that it's yours. How do you know it's yours? Imagine you got the keys. Imagine you sitting in the driveway with it. Imagine it's in your or you could just say, I own this car. This is the car I want. I see myself with it. I own it. Because I know for me, I don't do a whole lot of visualizing. I just talk to myself. I talk to myself because there is no one to talk to. People ask me why. So I go to sleep talking to myself, telling myself what it is I want. And throughout the day, I remind myself I already have it. I go to sleep saying I have it. I wake up stating I'm not talking about not being it. I'm not talking about not having it. I'm not talking about, what you all will never hear me come on here talking about. I had a bad day. That ain't happening. I'm never gonna proclaim a bad. I don't care if it was a bad day. You'll never hear me say it. I don't claim things I don't want to be true. You're never gonna hear me say I was triggered. I had a downward spiral. I had to do shadow work, inner healing, You'll never hear me talk like that. You'll never hear me say that somebody's low vibrational, someone's has toxic energy, vampire. You'll never hear me talk like that. Because I know everyone is me pushed out. And so what I think of others, I'm actually thinking of myself. Why? Because I'm the one doing the thinking. Because what I think I create, I know how powerful my thoughts and words are. Yep. Ooh, I love that. I was like, what he said, everyone has Miss Toyia's magic. They just have to use their golden ticket. Yep. The golden ticket. He got the magic, the Midas touch. A phenomenal, does he listen to Caleb Williams? Has he ever? I know he's a Bears fan and he shares the same name as our quarterback. Does he listen to Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams. He got the same type. Okay, cause do get that same confidence too. Because I'm a huge Bears fan. And so when he came on the scene and he was doing his interviews on podcasts, I was like, ooh, I think he knows something a little bit about the law of mind. Because Caleb, he talked that good stuff too. He kind of Jordan-esque. He know who he is. He know who he is. All right. Oh, wow, did he? I think Caleb may already know the magic. If you listen to Caleb, I think he already know the magic. Because he said he manifested being the first round overall pick in the draft. He said he manifested that. So I think Caleb may already know the magic. CW, I think, already got it. I mean, you can say that. You could be specific, but you just boxing yourself in, right? When you say the money must come from this, and instead of just saying you're wealthy and just seeing yourself as already rich, you're saying it must come this way. That's okay, though. Go to sleep knowing that you have gotten rich from crypto. Do you invest in cryptocurrency? Yep. Sunflower. That's why I said it. Yep. All right, then it's already done. You going to sleep. Telling everybody how you are so prosperous from crypto. Yes. So now you go to sleep every night. Like, yeah. And what am I going to do with all these money? Are you telling someone like, guess what, y'all? That crypto, hey, I'm rolling in dough. Are you telling somebody about it? Are you giving, are you saying, oh, you know what? Like, what are you doing? And that's what you go to sleep. You just pick something that tells you that you want it, right? Not want it, that you've made money from crypto, that you gained your riches from crypto. So like, are you selling it and cashing it in and like going to purchase a new home? Like, is it a different lifestyle? Like when you think of it during the course of the day, now that you're wealthy from your cryptocurrency, when you're thinking about it during the course of the day, instead of, are you thinking it in a positive way? Are you like, oh, this is really good. I really, you're thinking about how you're spending your money, how you're circulating it. Are you investing in other things? Oh, yep. Go ahead, Cynthia. Go, yeah, you can ask your questions. Yes, it's already done, Aaron. Already done. No, that's not what we believe over here. No, that's what we were told in our churches, but that's not what prayer is. No, you don't have to, prayer is not about asking for permission to have something. Prayer is about acknowledgement, recognition that what you desire, you already have it. Right? Because listen to the scripture. I believe it's Mark. Is it Mark 11:6? What is it, Mark? But you can Google it. Listen to what the scripture says. Therefore I say, this is King James Version. I'm quoting the King James Version. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever, so it doesn't matter, what things soever you desire, whatever you desire, when you pray, believe you have received it, and then you shall have it. So what's the condition in that prayer, in that scripture? What's the condition? You only have to believe you already have it. See, it says, believe you received, past tense. That means you already have it. Believe you already have it, and then you shall have it. Oh, thank you, Phenomenal Divine. Yep, Mark 11:24. Thank you. Oh, yes, April. Me too. I'm excited too. I'm glad I was able to help you. Is that Cynthia? Is that how you saying that? Cynthia? Is that how you saying that? I just looked at it again. I'm like, is that saying Cynthia? Okay, I thought so, Cynthia. Okay, yeah, Cynthia. I thought so. Okay. I thought I looked at it again. I'm like, oh, that's like saying Cynthia. Okay. But it be having me dying laughing, talking about Miss Toyia be talking Shakespeare. I know, right? He told me that. I was like, I'm using the King James Version. That's only because that's what I'm familiar with scripture, But they're like 20 different translations. Some people like the English Standard Version. I said I may look into that version. Yeah, me too, Almighty. I thought it was a begging thing too when I was in the church. Then when I started reading Neville Goddard and Dr. Joseph Murphy and listening to Reverend Ike, I was like, you don't gotta beg for it. You're supposed to just claim it. Decree and declare a thing, and it shall come to pass. You shall decree a thing. What it means to declare it is already yours, and it shall come to pass. Lean into knowing. Yup, that's it. When it says don't lean onto your own understanding, don't try to figure out how your manifestation will come. Don't try to figure out how your prayer will be answered. Don't try to figure out how you're going to get your desire. That's not your work. For his ways are not your ways, and his thoughts are not your thoughts. As far as what it says, as high as the heavens are from the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways. My ways are past finding out. No man knows the way, the day or the hour that the manifestation shall come. No man knows. Now, can you get that? Now, can you be told like in a dream or in a vision? Yes, but that's not your conscious mind telling you. That's your higher mind. That's your God mind revealing that unto you. You and your conscious mind can never figure it out. That's why people get stressed out, anxious, depressed, because they get all kind of ulcers and all kind of migraines, because they spend their whole life trying to make things happen. Not to say they don't be successful, but at what price? At what cost? When he said, come and eat without price, the only thing you'll ever have to do is pay attention. That's it. Pay attention to what you're thinking. Pay attention to how you're feeling about your desire. Nice. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I like it. I told him I will. Cause he told me, phenomenal. He was like, you said therefore. I had to look that up. That just means now. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I know, Caleb. It's just I prefer the King James version, but I get it. He's never been in church, and he's like, what the heck? What kind of, we don't talk like that. Why is she using that type of? So I get it. I get it. And I'm like, man, I'm like, some things maybe I should use different translations just so you can meet people where they are, so you can bring them up, right? But that didn't stop him from understanding it, right? Me using that translation. He still got it. Sure, but even the English Standard Version says, therefore I tell you. It's still saying therefore. But he was like, he looked it up and he said, therefore only means now. So now I tell you, whatever you asking for, believe you have received it and you shall get it. That's really it. Right? Now I tell you, whatever you ask for by giving thanks or recognition or acknowledgement of the thing you're asking for, believe that you already have it, see yourself already with it, and then you'll get it. And how do you see yourself with it? You go to sleep knowing it's already done. You go to sleep knowing it's already done. This is such, and I know this was something I wasn't emphasizing a great deal. And it's interesting that when Phenomenal Divine start coming to my lives, that's when I started really focusing and implementing and reminding us that we must go to sleep in the state of the wish fulfilled. We must go to sleep knowing it's already done. So then she could make sure that she added that piece of the puzzle. And then that's when those manifestations started to come forth, because she started believing she already had it. And if she was a little shaky, Buddy definitely wasn't shaky. Buddy was like, we ain't compromising on nothing. Yep, your action tells you who you are. Your thoughts only to change. Yep. You got to be willing to get rid of the old story. Yep, asking for anything you want. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. Because everyone who asks receives, and everyone who seeks finds, and everyone who knocks, the door shall be opened. You're not denied anything. So don't let anyone tell you that the reason why you don't get a thing is because God don't want you to have it, or you're not good enough, or you're not worthy enough, or you did something bad or wrong. You know the only reason why you don't get the thing you want? Because you don't see yourself as already having it. You didn't give it to yourself. Because it is the Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. No good thing will he withhold from them that walk upright. And what's walking upright? Thinking right about it. How do you think right about it? See yourself already with it. Say maybe that's how he's able to help so many people. He meet them where they are at. Yep. Phenomenal Divine. That's it. It's a subtle shift. It is. Oh, hey, G. Hey, thank you. Yep, not wishing, knowing. Okay, an example of prayer. So you're asking is you're deciding. Like, what do you want, Cynthia, right? So you say, like, I'll give an example, a real life example. So I was like, I want to be upgraded on a first class flight. So I had a flight to New Orleans, and the first I had a stop. So it was 2 legs to this flight. So the first leg, I was flying from Chicago into Atlanta. The second leg was from Atlanta to New Orleans. So I wanted to experience what it was like flying first class. So I upgraded to first class on the first leg of the flight, and I had some points that I had. So I used points to upgrade. And I was like, but I want my whole trip to be first class. But I don't want to spend any more money. I don't want to give any more money. And I don't want to use any more of my points. I'm like, but I'm going to get this whole trip as a first class flight. Both legs of the trip will be first class. And so I just decided, I was just like, oh, okay, yeah. I got the upgrade. And then I started to be like, I wonder how they gonna tell me. And I was like, no. I was like, because I was like, are they gonna tell me at the gate? And I was like, no, it's already done. I don't have to worry about how they gonna tell me. It's already done. So the day before the trip, I got a text from them saying, hey, we changed the times on your flight. We need you to go in and confirm your seats again. I went in to confirm my seats, and lo and behold, that second leg of a trip was also first class. Both were first class. So the prayer is the acknowledgement that you have it. And then the belief is the persisting in the knowing. I said I wanted an upgraded first class flight. I acknowledged that I had it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting it. I know it. I got it. I believed it by continuing to have faith. I didn't worry about it. I didn't try to think about it. I'm like, oh, I wonder when they're going to tell me. How come they haven't told me what's going on? Nope. I completely let it go. Wasn't trying to figure it out. Wasn't trying to think about it. Wasn't trying to analyze it. Not trying to say, oh my, once that thought tried to come in, like how they're going to tell me, I was like, nope. I don't need to know how they're going to, because it's already done. I already have the upgraded flight. What does that mean when they're going to tell me it's already done? Oh, yes. Okay. So Phenomenal said, I did not tell her about the books. I just followed and sent a link and got all 3. Nice. I didn't even have to tell you. This, thank you, Phenomenal. Thank you. Like, man, it's just all coming together. The little pieces to the story are all coming together. Because I know I had started talking more about the books. So I didn't know if you had heard me talking about the books on my lives. So I'm confused. Am I not supposed to be specific? I said this over and over. You can be specific or you can be general. There's no right or wrong. You still think that there's a right or wrong. You say you want to be rich through crypto. Okay, you rich through crypto. That's it. Go to sleep knowing that you're rich through crypto. Right, there are many people that have claimed, success or winning the lottery, right? Many people have claimed success of going to the casino, right? I believe it's April. If April is still on here, has she said that she's going to win money at the casino and she goes and wins money at the casino? You got to remove the judgment. You say, how come they say only God chooses what's best for you? Well, we don't say that over here. That's what they say in church, because that's the way to try to control the way you think and try to tell you, because they don't really understand the workings of faith. So they don't know how to manifest their desires, so they keep you from doing the same by telling you, well, you're not getting it because, God doesn't think you should have it. Because they can't see themselves with it. And since they can't see themselves with it, they convince you that you shouldn't be able to see yourself with it. because they really don't know how to pray. The church doesn't know how to pray. They hit or miss with their prayers. A lot of it, and it's a lot of misses. It's a lot of misses because they think, because for one, when they pray, I used to be in church, so I know when they pray, they focus on the problem. Prayer is never focusing on the problem. Prayer is focusing on the solution. When whatever you give your attention to, you expand, you make it more real in your world. You make it, you keep experiencing it over and over because what you keep giving your attention to it. And so if you notice, most people, I don't know if they still do, because I haven't been in church since like 2006. And the last time I went to church last year, but it was for like a woman's day, so it wasn't like a regular service. But most of the time, I mean, even when they call people up, I was still there when they called people up to pray for them, because they said, he was like, there are 7 people, maybe he said 10. There are about 10 people here God told me need prayer, come up to get prayer. You know, about almost a whole church went up. That always amazed me. If God told you it was only 7 or 10, why is it 20 people up there getting prayer? But God don't know how many people actually need prayer. No, people guessing. They ain't hearing from God. Because God is you. You're God. Your thoughts are God. And so he know, I mean, people, the church pastors, preachers, ministers, they already know that, you know, if they just call a number, everybody and their mama gonna come running up there so they can say like, oh yeah, see, God using me. See, I knew what, you know. But if you think about it, when that pastor is praying over them, listen to what they say. They're talking about the problem. They're praying over the problem. And that's why many people don't get delivered or get their healings, because they're not claiming health. They're not claiming wealth. They're talking about, Lord, oh, heal them. Lord, take the sorrow, take the depression, take the illness, heal them from him. They naming all of the symptoms, and they never once gave thanks for the blessing, for the healing. Thank you for healing the cancer. Why are we naming it? Remove the, you know, but the focus is always on the symptom. It's what you give your attention to. And then a lot of people are not doing it in faith either. They ain't really believing. They just kind of for show. They don't really believe that God is going to heal them. They hoping, they guessing, they crossing their fingers. If God maybe find me good enough, maybe they leave it up to chance. But it really ain't no chance. That's not what happens. You either get it or you don't get it because you believe you can have it or you don't believe you can have it. That's really the only two sides of the fence you fall on. You either believe it or you don't. Because when you straddle the fence, that's also a decision. And you're basically telling the God within you, you don't know what you want. So you just going to stand here and complain about not having what you don't even know that you want to have. So then again, you can get no movement. You can't get a prayer answered. Right. I think it's okay to be specific, but do not covet in the specificity. Specificity of it. There we go. Specificity of it. I got it. You can ask your question right here. I don't know what your question is going to be about because I don't do debates. Okay. You never ask for another person to change. You ask for yourself to change. You can't change people. You can only change self. We don't teach trying to change people. We teach because we already know you can't. You can't change other people. You can just change your perspective of them. Change what you think about them. But you're not changing them. You're changing you. Oh, okay. All love. Hey, neighbor. Yes, April. A specific amount is never too much. What's too much? In infinite abundance. There's never too much in infinite abundance. Never. No such thing as too much. Well, April, if that's the law you're creating for yourself, then okay. I think all collective issues are not real, right? There are no issues. We make them up. Right, Lisa. All right, you're right. He said, God told you what, please shut up, right? Yep, that's it. The mass is manifested. We always manifesting. It's just, what are you manifesting? That's it. We always manifesting. You cannot not manifest. Right. God, I got a word from you. Thus saith the Lord. God told me to tell you. I like how Reverend Ike said, he said a woman kept telling him, God told me to tell you. He said, I got something for the next time she come. She came the next time. God told me, he said, next time God tell me something. Ask God, is he scared of me? That was so funny. He was like, ask God, is he scared of me? Because why he keep talking to you and not talking to me? God got something to tell me. I think he can come right to me unless he's scared of me. Yeah, which means if we withdraw our belief of it being real, it won't be a reality for us. That's it. But in church service, our aunt sent him from her church, had me on the floor. Yes, he did. Oh my goodness. Him in the Pepto-Bismol analogy was just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hello, pretty as Nene. What are you trying to do you know what you should do for a person? Love them. As long as when you're thinking of others, you're loving them. That's the best thing you could ever do for a person is see them at their highest ideal. See them prospering, see them in love, see them free, see them joyous, see them living an abundant life. That's loving your neighbor as yourself. As the scripture tells you. That's when unworthiness set in, and then you base God on, yup. Oh, yes, 40,000 likes. Well, I don't know. I'm about to hit the road, Jack. Absolutely, Cynthia. Yep. Because you think different thoughts about them, they got to confirm the thoughts you're having about them. As you change within, your world changes without. And that's everyone that's in your world. The people, the places, the things, the ideas, the events, the circumstances, the conditions, the situations, all of those things change because you've changed. So you begin to see your world differently because you view you differently. So it's not a law I'm creating for myself. I'm just saying the abundance can come. That's on me. Right. So, right. It's not just the casino. It can still be the casino. It's just not just the casino. Right. Hey, Zuri. The only fasting I attest to or that is fasting on negativity. Fasting on I won't even call it negativity because the judgment. Fasting on judgment. I fast on the unwanted and I feast upon whatever I want to give what I want to see in my reality. I fast on the things I don't want to see so I don't give my energy to it, and I feast upon those things I want to see. Because it's not what goes into a man that defiles him, but it's what comes out of a man. If you think it's wrong to eat something, that's the law you're creating for yourself, and then for you it's wrong to eat. So then don't eat it. Because the scripture says, Happy is the man who condemneth not himself and the thing in which he alloweth. Happy are you when you don't feel guilt or shame for the things that you choose to experience. If you think it's wrong, then it's wrong for you. It ain't gonna be wrong for nobody else but you. Because to him that deems or esteemeth anything to be unclean, to him it is unclean. The whole scripture is, for I'm persuaded of the Lord Jesus Christ, that there is nothing unclean in and of itself. But to him that deem it to be unclean, to him it is unclean. Right, Lisa. Right. So I think of my partner's already happy, wealthy, and set. Yep. Nope. Right, neighbor. You see what you want to see. Yep, move in love. What if I'm asking for prayer over my relationship to have things fixed? So I just imagine it. Yep, you go to sleep, Cynthia. Every night, you're giving thanks. This is your prayer. You're giving thanks for knowing that all is well in your relationship. All is well. So you're giving thanks on how amazing everything is. Everything is so much better. It's better than you ever could have imagined. You are so thankful. Isn't it wonderful? This is delightful. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful. You know, as you start to say those things as you're going to sleep, and that's what you're drifting off to sleep every night, that's your prayer. Giving thanks, right? Prayer, thanks, gratitude. Belief is that faith, that trust, that knowing that it's already done. It's already so. So you're giving thanks as you're drifting off to sleep about how amazing this relationship is. And then this is what's important, the fourth step. You don't do anything to make it so, meaning you don't need to go talk to your partner and say, oh, we need to talk because things need to get better and I don't understand what's going on with us and we need to have this conversation and we need to talk. Nope. We don't do anything to make it so. It's already wonderful. So what is there to talk about? If any conversation you're going to have with them and say, oh, you're such an amazing person. Oh, you're going to, compliment them and encourage them and uplift them, not only when they're within your presence, also when they're not there physically. Every time you think of them, you're thinking of them from a loving way. You're thinking of how wonderful and amazing the relationship. And you're not going to allow, even if the 3D shows you something different, we don't be like, oh my goodness, they went back to the same old person. I've been sleeping every night saying how wonderful they are. And then they came up and they triggered me. No one can trigger you. And we don't use the 3D to validate us, right? We don't look to the 3D to validate. We just continue. And if they show up differently than we've been imagining, you just tell yourself, oh, they playing the old script. They're telling the old story. But we no longer agree to that. And so you just ignore it. Because the less you react to the old, that's when the old finally dies off. It dissipates. You no longer see it. But if you're going to keep responding to the old, then all you're doing is confirming that you don't believe in the new. You don't believe in the new story. You only identify with the old story. So if you're going to respond to the old story, you can't get mad that it's still there. You're the one keeping it alive. You're the one giving it your attention. You're the one reacting to it. Just do it over again. Don't beat yourself up. Say you respond to the old story. So revise it. No, I didn't. I didn't respond to the old story. Actually, I didn't say anything. Actually, I didn't do anything. Actually, you don't have to accept any experience. You have the power to change it. That's okay. Change it, neighbor. Just change it. Change it. Change it. Yep, go to bed in that state, neighbor. You got to go to bed in that state. You got to go to bed in that state. Yep, trust that being love is enough, and the world will have to conform to it. Yep. Yep. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Phenomenal. He's sharing his magic. He's sharing his magic. But thank you, Phenomenal Divine, and congratulations again. Oh, that's okay. Oh, I don't have any times, G. I just go live whenever I feel like it. Word trick, right. Thank you. Thank you. That's it. That's it. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Hey, 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 hey. But I'm about to get up off of here, guys. I'll be back on later tonight. Maybe around... See if the pastor is still going to come on. I don't know. We usually do Tuesday night Bible study. So we'll see. All right. It's already done. Oh, it's already done. I'll do you all love. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Yes, thank you. But tonight is usually Tuesday night Bible study. So I don't know. We'll see. Usually when it's Tuesday night Bible study, I'm just kind of playing the side. We have someone else come up and do the Bible study for us. So thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day. Yeah. Thank you guys. See you guys later. Bye-bye.